Well, welcome,
We're on the
ladies and
pod.
gentlemen. Wrong, yeah. Welcome to an all-new gas-filled episode of Talking Ish, a podcast about friends.
That cackle, Jesus.
Oh my goodness,
What was that?
it's very Fire Marshal Bill of you, Britt.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my goodness! Next thing you know, her top lip disappearing, it's gums and teeth. But yo, thank y'all for checking us out again for an all new episode. We truly appreciate it. As always, I'm Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro. And joining me, as always, are the queens of podcasting.
And
Starting
Cocaine
off,
Monster.
oh yes,
Don't
and the
forget Cocaine Monster.
Yes, yes. We never forget the friends who got us through the tough times.
Little booger sugar.
Yeah, not I. I'm a good Christian original man. I don't do those things. But we're going to introduce someone who does, and that is the slightly annoyed mixed chick.
This bitch has never done a day of cocaine in her life.
So you say, and so
This
you
bitch
believe.
didn't
Do
even
you
smoke
remember?
weed. I didn't smoke weed until it became legal in California.
What?
Oh, in California, Boston, and all the other places she's been, different matter.
No
No,
weed
she
there.
never did
No,
drugs. as
never
far
did
as I
drugs.
know.
How is she
What?
this big of a pothead and she just started? Because didn't weed only become legal within the last like 10 years?
Okay.
I think it's
here's the
trauma.
thing.
She hit it like a fat diabetic in a cake
I was
shop.
like,
Nigga.
when a straight dude gets pussy for the first time, he dives
Yes.
right in.
Right in it.
Oh, that's a good analogy. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, what? What is this green? Oh my God, I need.
Great.
This is
Give me
great.
more.
It
Well,
helped me stay married longer than I needed to.
that is true. You lived in a fog for 7
My
years.
God.
But
Did
ladies
weed
and
Mm-hmm.
increase
gentlemen,
penis size?
No, weed just made me less inclined to just leave because I was too tired and I was going to do it tomorrow.
Anyway, y'all know
That's
who
not
she
a good
is. Y'all give it up. y'all making me just forget how to introduce y'all. But anyway, give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the slightly annoyed mixed chick. I would do all the AKAs, but I guess she showed y'all exactly who she is. Yep.
Titties.
Hey, they
Ain't
hanging
nobody
low.
looking at that motherfucking shirt, bitch.
No one's looking at the gist of the show,
They just trying to
of
see
the
if they see
shirt.
nipple
They looking at
outlines.
what it's hiding.
Wow.
Yeah, it's out there. So give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Miss Britt Williams. She is here. And no podcast, and I damn sure mean no podcast, is ever a complete and fun podcast. I was about to say a podcast because of Britt and all the gas she been expelling. Um, you have, boo. You have. It's okay. It's okay. But we got to introduce that beautiful, loving, glowing ray of sunshine, aka Miss I don't know what to do with my face. Give it up, y'all, for Miss Aria Anderson. Hi, Janae.
Hi, Jenny.
And last but never damn least, the bruiser.
Always last. Always last.
But never
But
least.
never
No, you
least.
were not. You
No,
were
you're
not last
not.
last week. You were not last previous weeks.
No, I was.
Cap.
I'm usually last. Usually
Ma'am.
I'm last.
Cap.
It's a Raya first. It's a Raya
Put on
first.
your cap because you're wearing it.
Then,
It's cap.
then Helaine, and then
Yes,
me.
and then Britt. So
I'm not
she was
candy.
first when she didn't even expect it. She was shocked. It was like Beyonce winning the album of the year Grammy. She just went, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Miss Coretta with the Beretta. Miss Helaine Turagano, she is with us as always. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Ew.
Get out of there. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Why is her dog stepping all over my intro?
It's the fact that the dog was there to save her ass earlier. And now she's kicking him out. That's the sad thing. See, that dog is gonna get you when you sleep. But before that actually happens, we do want y'all to make sure we're gonna go back to the calls to action, man. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. It'll only take a second. Blue thumbs up because blue thumbs are cool. And hit the bell and turn the notification to all so you'll be notified when a new episode of Talking Ish drops. Now, before we get into weekly wellness, I do want to say I believe I talked about it last week during my excursion to Fan Expo, but I do want to give a shout out to the good folks of the Black Nerd Festival.com, better
Nice.
known as Blurred Fest in NOLA. It's happening this year, June 6th.
Oh,
If you're
Ooh.
interested, scan the QR code. Hopefully, I'll hold it still enough, or I'll put it at the end of this episode. But
Mm-mm.
definitely give them a check.
are we
Definitely show them
going,
some love.
Anthony?
Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm going. Yes, I am.
I'm hyped for
If
that.
you want to go, you what? 5 hours away.
I'm hopping in the car with you.
You could meet me in Lafayette, and we can ride together. I don't care.
Yes.
Um, but most definitely give them some love because they were really really cool. And one of the founders of the festival is known, like she's known in the blurred circles out there. So I'm definitely gonna give it some love this year. It'll be my first year going. With that being said, it's time to move on because it is time for our weekly wellness check. So we are gonna start off with big bucks, big bucks, big bucks, no
Big
whammies,
bucks, no whammies.
and stop. All right, Helene, how was your week, madam?
Surprisingly exhausting yet
Mm-hmm.
purposeful, and it actually came out pretty good.
Oh,
I
good.
had to host my safety team from my corporate office
Mhm.
and my direct supervisor and my new vice president of operations.
Oh, cool.
It was just supposed to be my boss and the VP of operations, and then safety
Mm-hmm.
called me on Friday and was like, "So, like if we were going to come, we're not saying we are,
Mm-mm.
but if we were going to come to Houston, where should we stay?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck me sideways. Okay." Um,
That's a
but
nice
it
hotel, I hear.
right. It's a nice place to lay your head.
All the
So
amenities.
they got here on Wednesday and they instantly went outside, walked around and was like, one of your trucks doesn't have an inspection sticker. I was
Oh,
They on there
like,
around there looking at shit.
right. I was like, God damn it. But everything turned out peachy keen. I went
okay,
drinking with
good.
them Wednesday night and had just enough to act like I gave a damn, but not enough to where I was impaired. Um, because you got to play the game. And then
Right.
Thursday, the VP and my boss came, and I had my yearly review, and
Oh,
I got a 4 out of 5.
that's
Nice.
awesome.
Hey, awesome.
So
That's what's
I
up.
got an exceeded expectations. And then my warehouse got an achieves expectations with a couple of exceeds, and then of course the truck not having the sticker kind of fucked me. But
Right.
safety said my warehouse is clean, it's safe, it is OSHA ready. My new senior VP is very no nonsense and said, "I like this shit. You're doing good shit. Keep the shit up." Thank you, sir. I appreciate your words.
Love that.
And he is very old school. He's a Green Beret, so
Oh
he don't
dear.
do
Mm,
a whole lot of fussing about. Like he ain't gonna call me saying, "So, like, what's going on with sales?" I don't know how to work in fucking sales.
right.
Call
Right.
sales. He's not gonna call
He's to
me
the
asking
point.
about, "So, what are you gonna ship this week?" He's gonna call me and be like, "So I see you ship this many. That's great. Keep it up." Type situation. So,
Yeah.
high hopes are on the horizon. Maybe I'll have a raise come March. We shall see.
Fingers
Ooh,
crossed. Fingers crossed.
So that was my week.
All right. Well, that is a
nice.
great
That's a
week.
great week.
It's a good
Mhm.
way to
Oh,
end
and I
it
got
too.
heavily intoxicated Thursday night
That's a
I love
great
that
way
for
to end
on
it.
you.
on the company's dollar.
Oh.
Yes.
On actually on 638 of the company's dollars.
Oh, you were
What?
drinking top shelf.
I'd made sure that my team came, as many of them as they could. Almost all of them came. So,
Okay.
and we made sure that they preface it. Most of them did, only one didn't. Well, what can we order? Whatever you like.
Nice.
Whatever you like.
So one person got something that just said market price next to it. I was like,
Yep. Do it.
okay.
Okay. All right.
And then we had a
Man.
plethora of liquor.
Nice.
Did you have one of those folks saying, I would like the Dom Perignon? And
Luckily, no. But no, you know what? I did. I did, but it wasn't on my team. So I
okay.
was, yeah, it wasn't one of mine that did. Um, so there. Oh, and then the Friday. So Wednesday I had safety. Thursday I had all of them, and then Friday they were flying back. But Friday
Hmm.
was also Appreciation Day, so I got to buy my team breakfast, and I always throw in
Oh,
some
cool.
extra stuff so that I can have for like future weeks. So I got pastries and fresh fruits and yogurts and granolas and
Oh, that's
granola
nice.
bars and energy
Hmm.
drinks for them. So,
Oh, that's great,
and we
man.
had a lovely
Yeah.
little setup, and we're
You're a good
snacking and grazing
boss.
all day.
Hell yeah.
Shit,
Way to
they
go.
made me look good, so I can at
Well,
least
yeah.
feed
Show
them.
that appreciation.
But
Yeah.
that's
Right.
what makes you a good boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Always.
that you don't think you did this all by yourself. The bosses
Oh
out
fuck
there that
no.
act like that, those
Hmm.
are the ones that need to be kicked to the fucking curb.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
know I
Don't
don't
be
do
like
that
one
shit
of
to
my
myself.
bosses who said, we don't have to do this for you. I'm like, nobody asked you to fucking do it.
See, that's that
Do it
bullshit.
out the kindness of your heart and that you appreciate the hard work that you
Right?
do to get your little
Hmm.
funky ass news show on air. But other than that, mighty white of you, thank you, bitch. And I keep it
There
moving.
you go.
So, and
Raya's
that's the
pussy
funny
is
thing.
making an appearance on camera.
Yes, it is. Hi. Well,
She's back there
since
cleaning herself. You nasty heifer.
That's
or
Tommy.
very
He's a boy.
Oh,
hygienic.
you nasty
Tommy's
Negroes. That's
He's
all you
Tommy
mixed.
see.
believes
He's
Tommy believes
mixed.
in pleasure
Yeah,
as
he's white and
well.
gray.
Oh, he's old. I don't know. I
No,
don't know. I don't know how
gray is
cats
just his
roll.
color.
Oh, okay. Well, since you we're talking of cats, Rhea. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like you had a wonderful week. So how did your week go, madam?
It was all right. Um,
Okay.
I had interview number one on the phone. Then I
Okay.
had interview number two 2 days later in person.
Okay.
Mm.
And they'll let me know next week. I'm not getting excited about it because I've been disappointed so many times,
No, it's
but I'm
okay.
hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Yeah,
That's
Hoping
all I can
that's
be.
fine.
and wishing and
Yeah,
praying.
you can be optimistic and a realist at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I'm not going to get
yeah,
my feelings completely hurt if I don't
right.
get it because it wasn't the perfect opportunity,
Hmm.
but it's better than the opportunity that I have now.
Is
So
it
if
with the same
I'm
company?
no, 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 no.
Oh,
It's a
different
different
company.
different
Okay.
company,
Okay.
non-competitor, different field, whole thing.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Um
Work from
so
home or got to go into the building.
no, I have to go into the building, but it's only 12 minutes away.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
well,
Like
that's
there's
good.
literally 3 streets and then I'm there.
That's great.
So I was like, that's a selling point for me. I said, yes, I'm 12 minutes away.
That's a
Happy to
win.
do it.
Nice.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
So
But
we
that's
shall
good.
see. I'm excited and cautiously apprehensive.
Well, our fingers are crossed for you. You
Thank
know
you.
it. Yeah. I'm going to say it like this, damn it. I'm going to be the optimistic son of a bitch. You got the job.
Thank you.
How much you getting paid? 57? No, let's up it to 75.
I
Congratulations.
wish.
You're the highest paid janitor in
Nowhere
all of
near
Tampa.
that.
She, s-
Nowhere near that.
she said, no, that's not right,
Oh,
but we
man.
can be hopeful.
Come down a couple thousand, 10,000.
100,000
Oh,
damn.
you broke.
10,000.
You working for free.
I meant
Right?
10,000.
Is you on the Shetler plantation?
It feels like I'm on a plantation at my
God
current
damn.
position.
They
But
paying
no,
her in wooden money.
yeah, she
Okay.
gotta
You can
she
only
gotta use
you
it
can
at the
only
general
spend this
store.
here. Yeah.
It's like Fallout. They're paying me in bottle caps.
Oh, shut up! I was playing Fallout 4, and I just killed a whole group of people for their bottle caps. I felt accomplished. I felt accomplished. The bastards took over my damn settlement, so they deserve to go.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. Welcome to the Fallout. Oh, but that you know what? I think you're gonna get it. I feel you're gonna get it.
I hope
I'm
so.
I'm
I
I'm
really need
gonna
it.
irradiate positive energy,
Thank
Hopefully.
you.
and it's gonna
Eh,
be yours. If
eh,
not,
eh.
You grabbing titties or you sending positive
I'm
energy?
radiating that. I'm radiating energy, nigga.
Oh,
Shit.
it's just like you either Rick James in it, or you just
I
Rick
didn't
I'm
go like
Jones.
that. Shit.
Tune in Tokyo. Y'all know Tune in Tokyo is short for tit.
What?
Yes.
Tune in
I did not know
Tokyo.
that.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Tune in Tokyo.
Tune
I
in
knew it
Tokyo.
was a
Tune in
joke about
Tokyo.
boobs, but I didn't put two and two
I
together.
did not know
I
that.
thought it was something from the war or something.
No, I mean could but who knows? But no, Rhea, seriously, really, 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 I really hope you get the call and say, hey, congratulations, we want you.
Ah,
You know,
I would love that.
yeah.
At least somebody would want me.
We're not.
Jesus
Nope, nope,
Christ.
nope, 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 nope. We're gonna move on. Save that for the triple B. Um, save it for that, please, because we gotta go and get into our residential Hertepian herself, the slightly annoyed mixed chick. How was your week?
I have had a week. Okay. So I'm wearing my new earrings that say bougie, but the less common spelling Boujee. Bougie.
Isn't that how you spell
Does it have
bougie?
no? It's
No.
Bougie,
IE.
Yeah.
It's short for
or the
No.
two
bourgeoisie.
E's. And
No, that's not it. That's not how we spell bougie. It's with a
okay,
J.
I thought it was
Oh.
Bougetto.
No,
Bougie and ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
it
But
is. That's why we spell it with a J.
okay, well, I'm
And
sorry,
if
I
you're
don't
gonna
listen to
laugh
hip
at
hop.
somebody for their
Bourgeoisie.
earrings, you should wait until they're far enough away from you before you stop talking and make the silence incredibly awkward as you're standing behind them. But I saw you. Go ahead and laugh at my earrings. Anyway,
Who laughed
um,
at your earrings?
some two young kids.
Oh, they're young.
They're like 24, 25.
Oh, don't worry. They'll be captured by ICE next week. You won't have to worry about them.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I was also on Friday, I decided to listen to the collected works of Malcolm X.
Oh God.
No.
And it was
She just
it's a
likes to sit around her house and be mad at white people.
I was at work.
Oh, even worse.
And and it starts out with you are listening to the collected works of Malcolm X. And then
Hmm.
it gets all the way through the last 5 seconds. It's cut. And a white woman comes on and goes, I read Genesis. Cain was marked. I believe in white supremacy. I believe in white supremacy. So I contacted Spotify, which is a MAGA donor. And
Yeah.
you didn't know
What?
that? You didn't know Spotify's a big MAGA donor.
Damn
Yeah,
it!
it's huge.
Now I gotta.
Yeah,
Oh, you know how much music I have in my Spotify?
right.
Well, it was it's the Tech Bro
Damn
donation. It's literally Tech Bro's donation.
it.
Oh, so is my company.
Yeah.
So I contacted them and it wouldn't let me write out what was wrong. So I messaged them and they're like, oh, you can write it out. I was like, no, because I don't need you guys getting rid of the publication itself. Don't get
Hmm.
rid of the collected works of Malcolm X just because this motherfucker did that. Cut that end. But they wouldn't let me. So I was like, I just want to put it on the record. And then I copied it and put it on my Instagram and everything. That was part of my day. Okay. Also, I got to see the best video in the entire world. That idiot fucking ICE agent who was talking.
Oh
Damn.
God.
Damn
There's ice
AirPod
cutting in.
committed. Yep. Damn AirPod
Yep.
committed suicide. It was like,
But
"Ice,"
that,
and then just dropped. It flung itself out of her earlobe and was like, "Ah," and just fell out.
but that ICE agent who was at January 6th trying to beat
Oh
fucking police
yeah.
officers with the bat, and he was
Okay.
talking Nazi top shit in
Hmm.
Minnesota. He was like, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna burn some Qurans and we're gonna burn this and we're gonna do that. And he got his ass rocked by the crowd, and it was a black man who saved his life by
Right.
leading him out of that crowd.
I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to
No,
say,
I
keep
didn't
talking
see that.
shit. Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw
he
that.
was
Okay.
crying,
Yeah.
literally crying, because he was in the
Right.
Minnesota winter and they were throwing water
Snowballs and
balloons at
shit
him.
at
So
him.
he's
and-
not
Oh,
from Minnesota?
oh.
He's not from Minnesota, no.
Oh.
He
think
just
so.
drove up there to
He's-
No,
start
he's an
shit?
ICE agent, right?
He's an ICE agent.
Oh, he's
So,
an
yeah.
ICE agent. Oh, I
Right.
didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
He was showing
So,
his face and talking top shit because I did see the video.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they
oh
were
wow.
pelting him in the Minnesota freezing winter
Which is
with
-5 right now.
water balloons. He was crying, gasping for air, pissed his pants
Oh,
out
that's
of fear.
hilarious.
What?
Yep. And
He
I was
Oh,
probably
that's
like,
shit a
funny.
little bit too.
oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
he did. Somebody said he shit his pants. And lastly, oh, I broke my bed a week ago.
We know
So
Really?
how.
so I had so I had to get a new bed from my upstairs neighbor. So this morning my father came and he helped me bring the headboard.
Oh, that's nice.
Hi,
Yes,
Mr.
he helped me
Williams.
carry the headboard because it's solid oak.
Did you tell your
Whoa.
daddy how you broke the bed? No, you didn't mention it.
No.
No.
I'm a
What part of the
Okay.
hoe.
bed did you break?
The
It was
frame.
I broke my frame. The foot on the frame fell off.
God
It
damn.
broke off
Punchy.
sideways.
Mid coitus.
Hit it. That nigga Rogwin was hitting it.
Yes.
Don't
He
look
was
at me.
breaking
Don't look at me.
breaking necks and
Charlie.
breaking beds.
Charlie.
He didn't break the bed. I broke the bed. But
Oh,
anyway.
god damn. Way to go, you
Hey,
heavy heifer.
I had to reinforce my shit with 2x4s, so
Right?
I swear to God,
Damn.
I can lift. Look, I can take this camera over to my bed right now and lift up my box spring, and you will see. And it's a metal frame. I reinforced that bitch
Yeah.
with 2x4s.
That is why I now
Wow.
have an oak bed, a solid oak bed.
Oak.
And
Wow.
lastly, I got my work review done, and I don't
Uh-huh.
want to talk about that, but you get below expectations, meets expectations,
Mm-hmm.
exceeds expectations, and that's it.
What'd you
Oh.
get?
And the only way you get exceeds expectations is if they feel like you're promotable.
Gotcha. I guess you did
Oh,
not
we have one
exceed.
above exceeds. We have outstanding, and
No,
nobody gets
Yeah.
outstanding.
no. And the thing is, I've only been there for 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I got meets expectations, which is fine
Okay.
enough to secure me my bonus.
Meets
Well,
expectations
that's
means you're
good.
doing your job.
Yeah.
Exactly. But here's the fuck shit. It's not up to my boss. There's a
Mm-hmm.
panel that sits there who doesn't know anything that you do and decides whether you get it or not.
Oh, that's
Well,
effed
your
up.
boss needs to do enough to write you up a great review that they can't that
You
she
can't deny it.
they can't
Right.
deny. She needs to bring in their instances where you've done things and this is how you solve them, problem solving, how you've taken initiative. If she writes some good shit, you'll be fine. Trust me.
She read to me back what she wrote and it was great. And then I don't know if this was her or it was somebody strategically doing this, but I got what's called a kudos and it came from our headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody wrote into the headquarters about how from the time I've started up until now, I have exceeded expectations. I
Oh,
have done
good.
nothing but wonderful things. So fingers crossed. And ICE is in LA, so please be careful. LA is doing what it does best. They're towing ice trucks as soon as they park illegally.
That's funny.
um,
Motherfuckers is running down the street with
Wow.
their fat asses trying to run after they goddamn.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
my wife's minivan. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Britt, you posted that. Somebody posted that in the group chat. That damn meme of the heavyset ICE agent,
Oh
and it's
it
yeah.
was
like
me.
they're eating the immigrants. I was like, oh my god,
It's so fucking big, but nothing's
that
better
is
than the ice agents slipping and falling on the ice.
with Sub-Zero.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This
There's
my
more
shit.
than one.
Bomb.
I've
Boom,
seen
boom.
four separate instances.
Oh
Did
wow.
y'all see where this it's this lady leftist as far left as you can possibly get.
Mm-hmm.
She's a news reporter, well-known news reporter. I got to find the article again. She called herself not trying. She called herself doing a job interview. She filled out the paperwork to be an ICE agent.
Yes. Yes. You
Yes.
sent that to us.
Yes.
Did I send it? I couldn't
Yes.
remember if I
Mhm.
did. That
I didn't get
shit
a chance to see it.
is crazy. So she goes through the route of wanting to she's like, I am Googleable. She's like, literally,
Right.
you type in, you even start typing in
Because
my
she
name,
has an
you will
unusual
see.
name.
Yeah, because her name is like, I don't know, some like Starfire Wishing Well or some shit. Who the fuck knows? But it's an unusual
That's a
Right.
last
good
name.
name.
And
Sounds like Fortnite.
and if you start typing her shit in, she will come up with all these leftist
Yeah.
articles and all this shit she's done. So she does on the website, gets a phone interview, gets a call back, goes in, does not continue with anything, like barely answers their questions. she gets an email saying they want her to go take a piss. So she doesn't hear anything back, she says. And then she gets an email about what they want her to do or what they don't want her to do. She doesn't reply back. Then she gets another one saying, go take a piss test. She's like, shit, I know I just smoked. So I figured, why not go take the piss test and just spend some of their money so I can get,
Right.
hey, you're
A
not going to
free
make
test,
it.
yeah.
Takes the piss test, doesn't hear anything back, happens to check the portal for the ICE thing. It shows that she is not only employed, but she passed the goddamn piss test, but she had been employed 3 days prior to the piss test even getting done. And that she was on the books to work as an ICE agent. And she said the person that interviewed her basically said, "Oh, it'll take a little while before we put a gun in your hand. You'll work a desk, but don't worry, you'll get a gun soon."
Mm-hmm.
And that was her full scope of her interview. And she's like, "Yeah, technically I work for
Wow.
ICE now."
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
fucking crazy.
I
There
know.
is no background check. They're not checking anything.
They
They're
No,
have.
just
no, they
signing
can't. Oh,
motherfuckers up.
did you know that that bonus program they started has now been canceled?
Yeah, because some folks were getting the bonus and not
And then
even work
quitting. Yeah.
and
Right.
And then
quit.
Yeah.
quitting.
So they canceled the whole fucking thing. But I just want to say the last thing I've done is
Hmm.
the leader of the Black Panther Party in Philly has
Oh, are
put
you
out a
stalking
call
him?
to action,
She is.
and he has asked everyone who wants to join the Black Panthers in their city or local chapter to DM him. So I did. I DM'd him all the information. So
That ain't
I'm
why she DM'd that man.
No, not at all. Not at all.
She's like, "Hey,
y'all are
what's up?
dumb.
What's up, daddy?"
I heard you like revolutions.
He's black
I
and
like
Puerto Rican.
revolutions too. Oh, that
Oh.
that is the red fucking
She
flag of
sent
the day.
she sent him that picture with the logo with the fist in it. She was like, "Look,
Yep.
daddy."
You're dumb.
I'm down for the cause.
And there was a few white people in the comment section that were so dumb. They were like, "Can we join?"
We don't want you, Sally. We're
Sally,
gatekeeping this type or we're gatekeeping it this time around, homie.
And the funny
now,
thing was, the responses weren't even long. They were all
yeah,
no.
No.
no. Well, here's my thing. This is not the new Black Panther Party. You remember there was that
Yeah.
new
Mm-mm.
Black Panther Party that
No.
was almost kind
What's
of
his
like the
name,
Black
son?
Israelites.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no,
Yeah, they
no.
were kind of
This
okay.
is the Black Panther
Panther
Party, and
Party.
what
Okay.
they will do is they will reach out to you, give you the do's and the don'ts and everything,
Right.
and your local chapter
What's the
information, and
do's
you
and the
apply.
don'ts, nigga? Be black. That's a do.
No, no, no. How to read law, how to know a law
Right,
ordinance
right.
in your community. Yeah. Oh yeah. The 10, what is it? The 10-point program.
Is that
There's
anything
some
like the
other
five
stuff.
point? Is that anything like the thing from Kill Bill? What is it? The 5 point Death Star? Oh wait,
No,
what they
girl.
call it?
It is not the five finger.
Yeah.
No. No.
I'm sorry, Black Panthers. I should take this more seriously. I
Yes, you really
apologize.
should. You really
But
should. It's not
I
the
just want to
5-point
say,
palm that
Yes,
bill.
the
It's
five
not the
point.
Denmark.
We're gonna
so
see
if you
Britt
are
with the
interested,
beret and the
Oh,
outfit.
I look good in a
Yes.
beret, bitch. I'm down.
I'm
Wait,
and a
sorry.
hold
pair
on.
of kicky little boots.
Like my shit, like my shit'll be sitting on top of my fro, looking cute, bitch. I need to sign up just so I can get me a beret. I don't want. I don't want a red
Because you
one though.
can't buy them by yourself.
Right.
No,
But
I want
no,
one of those.
so yeah, they are actively recruiting, and they want people who are
Okay.
serious, and
Yeah.
they are not going to play around. But they
He's
are
in
resurging
Philadelphia.
huge in Philly right now.
No,
They're walking
it's
around
you're
strapped
right.
because it's an open carry state. They're
Yeah.
strapped like the old school Black Panthers.
The only thing and the thing that gets me is I'm loving what I see and I support them wholeheartedly. I just trip out that even though you are yelling at these black cops, because the video I saw of them with the cop, and rightfully so, because I get it. The cop is paranoid. I don't know why police have this sense of paranoia. Y'all know the law. So if it's an open carry state
But
and
they
you see
don't though. They're
somebody open carry,
stupid.
yeah, well, but they get kind of they lose all sense of
They
common
get
they lose common
squirrely.
sense. Yeah. And they get real skittish. But I'm laughing at the guy that told, the cop that told him, man, I hope you have have a good day. And he's like, I hope you have a bad day. Fuck you. And I'm like, whoa. And then he goes, well, you have a good day, sir. Yeah, fuck you very much. And I'm like, I see this, but at the same time, I want them to succeed. I want them to be real about what they're saying because right now we are at this. We're at a crossroads,
How long
and
before the government declares them as a terrorist organization?
They've
it
been a
takes
terrorist organization for I don't know how long. I don't think they've removed them off that watch list.
well, but
Oh.
they haven't. But they haven't been watched. Now they're. This is
That we know of.
yeah, but what they ain't worried
There
I
about
don't
hasn't
that.
been much
trust it.
Not yet.
activity.
I don't
Right, there
either,
hasn't
but
been much activity, but
that's
I
what I'm
doubt
saying.
that they stopped keeping tabs. They may not be fully investigating, but they're
Well,
waiting for a resurgence.
but I thought COINTEL with the COINTELPRO that took that completely out once they declassified that through. No, I know, Britt. We're about to put on our tinfoil koofies, but
No, I'm
what I'm
simply
saying,
saying I don't see the American
yeah.
government ever not surveilling Black people, especially
Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're
organizations
saying.
like the Black Panthers. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's an active investigation, but they're on the ready for when they start to resurge like they
Yeah.
are right now.
Hmm.
But and just so you know, the Chipotle CEO donated millions of dollars to ICE to support the ICE
Nigga,
agents.
I ate
Just so you
Chipotle
know,
2 days ago. You sons of
same.
bitches. Them tacos were
Well,
so good though.
you know
You
what?
fuckers.
Everybody
Fuck
better learn how to
you. Is
cook.
Chipotle franchised or is it just owned by
Yes,
them?
It's franchise.
it's franchise, but it's under McDonald's.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, I
McDonald's
believe
gives
so.
money to the MAGA organization and ICE as
McDonald's give
well.
money to MAGA organizations, blue organizations,
Mhm.
whichever one is in power. It's just like every other corporation. Who can we
Right,
lobby and control with the
right.
dollars we get?
Mm.
But not every
So
corporation is like that because
no, not every.
Lowe's gave money to immigrant relief funds.
Yeah, well, that's their big base of dollars.
But
They know
so is
where the
Home
money's coming.
Depot, and Home
Yeah,
Depot
but
gave to
Home
MAGA.
Depot's a MAGA.
right. Well, yeah, but who really shops at Home Depot?
I don't.
Exactly. Girl, you don't know no home improvement. So but you'll look great in a black beret, Britt.
Yeah, I'm ready for
If
the
Yeah.
they take my
fashion.
light-skinned Latina looking ass,
Hey, goofball. Huey
Yes,
Newton was light skinned, did it?
as
he sure
fuck.
the fuck was.
And you
Huey
know
P.
where he's
Newton.
from? Louisiana.
We
So
share a birthday.
Nigga, do you
look at
forget what
that.
Angela Davis looked like?
Right.
Yeah.
Just
That's
start
true.
wearing your hair in an afro, Britt.
She can't
Right.
get it
You'll
in
be
no
all
fro,
right.
nigga. Stop it.
She can go
Those
through.
days, I
She
could cut it
can.
short and
She
Look,
it'll
could,
work,
yeah, and
but
get a
Don't do
fro.
that.
if
I'm not
they
going
that.
to.
Don't do that.
if they accept that Nubian goddess, y'all know who I'm talking about, and not
Rachel,
Brit.
Rachel Dolezal.
You know what?
She's gonna be the next
She
chapter president wherever the fuck she
Yep.
at right
now
now.
is the time for her to embrace her whiteness so she can stay away from all the trouble, and she is doubling down on her blackness.
Look,
She don't care. She getting that OnlyFans money,
exactly. Justice is on that right ass cheek. She is
right?
living proof. She is living her truth. But I'm glad you had a good week. I hope you get accepted. If not, I will laugh. But
Samesies. I'll
oh man, oh no.
Oh, she froze.
She
Oh, there she
froze a little
is.
bit. Oh, wait. Brit's recording has stopped due to incoming call. All right. Well, we're
Oh,
gonna keep it going.
you gotta
We're gonna
silence all calls.
yes, Brit. Put it in airplane mode, ma'am. Oh, are you leaving now?
My groceries are here. I'll be right back.
Oh my God.
You could have just muted
Look,
it. Don't take
I
the
just
phone.
had Ian go get ours off the doorstep.
Oh
That's what
my
he just
God,
came in there
girl.
and handed me.
You
Girl,
rich
I'm
niggas with your grocery
Thank you.
deliveries.
Learn. That girl is a lost cause. But anyway, my week was
I can
pretty
still
cool.
hear you.
Don't
I'm
nobody care.
glad you can, because I will talk shit about you. And your network connection is horrible.
She lives in that
California.
fancy high rise.
And yet they don't have good Wi-Fi. Go figure.
Mm.
But my little week was good. It was crazy, which I actually enjoyed.
How
I
was it
came
crazy?
well, we're pretty much in our first quarter. So it's like, hey, let's get those sales out there.
Yeah.
Let's get all this other madness out. As for the marketing aspect, I had to work on this our artwork to include our new logos on our check stubs and
Oh, okay.
invoices and all kind of all other things, other forms. So that's been fun. But I just had like a huge mail call this whole week because I was working on our we have this thing called prestige certification. We achieved it last year, so we're certified for 2025. I will take credit for the second half of 2025 because that's when everything was last minute. So I was running around with a chicken with like a chicken with no head, but we got it done. So we're supposed to have a prestige and pizza party. I don't know when it's
Oh.
happening, but the corporation is supposed to treat us to pizza. I'm waiting. I probably won't eat, but you know, I just want everybody to have fun with it. But the cool thing is, after I got all that madness done, I got like a couple of boxes that came in. I was shocked. I bought a new phone, so finally got my new
Oh.
phone.
Ooh, you
Which
fancy,
phone is it? Is that the
fancy.
I'm
17?
That's a 17, ain't
17.
it?
Yeah, Pro
Okay.
Max.
Nice.
Um,
Oh, he
I traded
fancy,
in my
fancy.
yeah, I
Mhm.
traded in my
That's why we
14.
had double text going on
I
for
was
a
going to
while.
say, I think that's
Yes.
why the group broke off because you
Well,
have a fancy new phone.
I just activated my phone Friday, so I don't think that's why. I think we just had too many group chats being made. We had some
Oh.
with Helaine, some without Helaine, some with stars, some without, some with just you and me for some odd reason. Um, but I got my phone, finally got it connected. I really want to say a big FU to Apple. Y'all got to get y'all shit together when it's time for transferring data. Get get good, please, because that was
Oh
ridiculous.
yeah, Samsung is way easier to transfer data, dude.
Yeah, that's the
Way
only thing I
fucking
like about
easier.
Android. The data transfer is a lot easier.
I had to do it on this one, my work phone. That
Yeah,
shit fucking sucked. And it took
yeah.
forever.
And my sister was like, "You got too much stuff on your phone." I said, "But sis, I'm not worried about my apps. I could always go in the app store and re-download. That's
Mhm.
not a big deal." My backup was 12.8 gigs from my
Mm.
previous phone. That's
Mhm.
all it needs to operate is the backup.
Right.
Mhm.
I plugged this sucker up. I made it touch, when it touched the phones, it goes, hi, hi.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Mhm.
show me this. Boom, boom. When it went to do the iCloud restore, 19 hours is what it
Yeah, that shit
read.
takes forever.
I
Dude, that
went
What?
in
shit
my
takes
old,
fucking
yeah,
forever.
I said, oh, hell no. I restarted my router, rebooted my router, everything else got onto my router. This phone was like, I don't know what your router is.
Oh
Why don't you just
no.
cellular? So I just left my phone. My old phone was still connected through Wi-Fi, so I could text if you had an iPhone.
Mhm.
I could call you if you had an iPhone. If you had an
Mhm.
Android, oh well, you wasn't important. Um, so yeah. But long story short, Saturday morning before I left to go run errands, finally got the phone pretty much up and operational. Then the phone told me you don't have an eSIM and we're not going to connect, so you need to call AT&T. So I was like, the fuck I will. Reboot comes back on. Oh, you have an eSIM. Welcome. AT&T is your provider. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, yeah,
Mm.
whatever. My Siri sounds like a black woman, so I'm good with that. Um,
Oh, that's the new.
yeah,
That's new.
yeah, it has, it comes with different voice tones. You can get
Yeah.
um American, British, Indian,
Mhm.
and now Irish, as well as
I have
South
South
African.
Africa. Yeah, I have South Africa.
But that sounds like an Afrikaan and not a African.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't want a Dutch oppressor talking to me.
I like it.
I would rather have someone who is speaking, um Zulu
Why
or
are you running?
Xhosa. Yeah. Why are you running? What do you want
My
from me?
Siri is a young black
Oh
man.
God, he
Oh,
comes
oh,
in hot.
yep.
Coming in hot.
And sounding like sounding like Epstein, young
Will you
black.
put that on mute?
Please.
Golly.
But anyway, with that being said, got my phone together. I did pick up some nerd stuff. It's cool as hell. So just be prepared. I'm gonna run through this. Mail call. I found myself at Ollie's. I've
Oh
never
yeah,
been in Ollie's.
they got all the good books.
They got the stuff. So this didn't come from Ollie's. This came from stuff I had pre-ordered and completely forgot I pre-ordered.
Ollie's is good. Ollie's has some good trades.
Yes, that's why I need to go back because they had some that I've been hunting for. Um, I had, let's see, hold on. So this came in the mail. I pre-ordered this. Everybody knows I'm a huge music fan. I'm a huge figure fan. So I got some action
Sir,
figures.
show us the shit. Let me see.
Bitch, wait.
I'm looking down like I can see it on the goddamn screen. Come on.
Rude.
Come on. Come on.
No, you don't want to show us.
No, I don't want to
Right.
show it. Okay, we're moving on. No, here we go.
No, show it.
So I got this George Clinton action figure. That's
Okay.
the
Ah, that
second
nigga.
one.
Mr.
Dr.
Funkenstein.
Funkenstein.
Dr.
Oh, Dr.
Funkenstein.
Funkenstein.
Yeah. So, and the cool thing
He
is,
got the thigh high boots on in that one.
yes, he does. As you can, he got the platform boots. He's dressed just like what is it? The Mothership Connection album cover, I believe. Yes, and the Dr. Funkenstein single. So that's his costume. Also, huge hip hop fan, and one of my favorite groups of all time is A Tribe Called Quest. And I got this.
Say the whole thing.
A Tribe Called Quest. Yes.
Wow. That's really
Shout
cool.
out to Super 7. This is dope as hell. My next one's is Outcast, and they have the Outcast from the Hey Ya video. So I'm gonna get that one. And they have the Stank on your cover. So that's my next grab. Last but not least, after I send my sister some damn money because she's working my last good nerve, I gotta stop volunteering to be nice to my nephews. They need jobs.
I'm telling you. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids.
They need jobs. I love them. I do. I really does. But
That little black ass dog in the background need one too.
but I'm gonna show hopefully one. I know y'all didn't because y'all were girly girls back in y'all young days. But
Who?
at Ollie's,
Ooh.
I was a huge fan when I was a kid of the animated Dungeons and Dragons series that aired back on CBS back in '83.
Oh, I didn't like that cartoon.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, that shit was dope. Well, they have action figures, and I got them at Ollie's. So, automatically I got to get us. I got to buy the black. So I bought Diana, the acrobat, and it comes with a 20-sided die. I'm such a goddamn nerd.
You a nerd.
Are you gonna open it?
Maybe. I think I will. Because I got a whole I want to do the whole Dungeons and Dragons diorama and have because right now I have Diana, Hank, and Bobby comes with the little unicorn. So
The only
I'm
Bobby we
pretty
acknowledge
set.
around here is Hill.
Bobby Seal. Oh.
Fix your damn camera.
It
your
won't
damn
turn.
camera.
You guys are sideways if I turn it. You guys won't go the right way anymore.
Bobby Hill.
Oh,
Bobby-
my
That's
goodness.
not my purse.
Give me back my purse.
Give me back my purse.
I still love. Oh, when he kicked the shit out of Hank, that was rude.
Oh shit.
What was it? He learned women's self defense at the
Yeah.
YWCA. That shit was hilarious.
That's the only Bobby I'd hear.
I just have to tell you, when I was on the elevator, I held the elevator door open for two white people, and they looked at my shirt and looked away and didn't, and they were just like, "Bye." When I got off,
Did they say thank you?
they said thank. Yeah, they very much said thank you as soon as they
Oh,
finished.
okay.
They were, thank you.
They knew what was coming. That whip.
Better have
But,
bitch.
But that was my week. It was a good week. Just gotta finish up all my to-do list for certification for this year. Come to find out I have to take training. I got to do some training, which is all web-based, so I could do that at home or at work. So I'm gonna be knocking that out. And that's it. That's our weekly wellness. Yeah.
Did you get your book I sent you? I
You
haven't
know
checked the
what
goddamn
I did?
tracking.
I am an asshole, and I am sorry. I was supposed to tell you.
No, that's fine. I was like,
Thank
I
you.
forgot to check the damn tracking.
No,
No,
it's
because some
here.
shit was taking a while for some reason. Like some stuff was taking like a week and a half, and I don't know if it was
I
because of a
was
weather thing or what.
when I was on the phone with you when I was in New Orleans, I was supposed to say thank you because I got it.
Oh,
I
okay.
got it. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate
You
it. I
have to
haven't
let me
opened it
know
yet.
when my package comes because I never go to my
Bitch,
mailbox.
I have to find yours. It's around here somewhere.
Oh.
Oh, yikes.
I gotta start going
Yikes.
through my books again
Oh,
because I stuck it somewhere,
I
and
got
I
to
gotta
make you
find the
laugh. And this is
motherfucker.
the last thing. When I went to AT&T Saturday, no, this AT&T, but still F y'all and Apple, get y'all shit together. Um, when I went to bring back my old phone, because I was told over the phone that I could, when I got my new phone, I could take my old phone and bring the trade in into the store. The guy looked at my phone and he just went, "You're trading this in?"
Sorry.
How,
And
how
I
What
long
was
was
phone
like,
your
did you
phone?
have?
I had an iPhone 14.
Oh, I got a
Oh, I
13.
thought you were
Oh,
saying
not
like
bad.
iPhone 4 or
They're
some
gonna
shit
they're
like
gonna
that.
No,
laugh
no,
at
no,
my
no, no.
shit.
Nigga, my work phone is a 10.
Yeah, well, he
Mm.
was shocked how nice the phone looked
Oh,
Um,
you still kept
because
it
he
in good
went,
condition.
you're
Oh yeah, I
trading
be
this
keeping my
in?"
shit up.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm trading it in." He's like, "Why?" I'm like,
Bitch,
"Cause
because I'm
y'all
tired of a
wanted
damn old phone. The fuck?
because
and
I have
y'all
one
want
too.
$1,100 for it, so take it. You can
Right.
have it."
Okay.
So he got it mixed up. He was just like, "Well, yeah, yeah, let me get you a brand new phone." I said, "No, I have my new phone." And I put my phone, on the table. I said, "This is the new one. This is the one I'm just dropping off because the lady on the phone told me I could drop it at a location."
Hmm.
And he goes, "Wait, you bought this online?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "No, man, you got to mail it back." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
I made his day. I told him I would take their internet, and
Oh,
I
they got an
walked
internet
out.
deal.
Yeah, I took the internet
Ooh,
deal,
take
and he
their
was like,
internet. Because let me tell you something. I forgot I had to pay my bill. I
"Uh
went
huh."
4 months without paying my bill.
Oh
And
wow,
it was 10
Who?
days past due.
Who
Me.
is this? No,
Me.
what company is
AT&T.
it?
AT
AT&T.
and T.
4 months
Oh, fuck
past it.
AT&T, bitch.
And I was 10 days past the payment plan date.
Whoa.
Nothing. They let me reschedule 4 times.
Oh.
Well, I canceled it when I walked out the door. Um,
Okay.
Nigga, what
you
did you
know,
get for signing up?
it was
A
like
hug.
$50 for a terabyte, like for 100 gigs.
Oh.
Mm.
For the 1,000 gigs, yeah, because he's supposed to get like a terabyte worth of data streamed, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." He's like, "Yeah, it's a lot less than what you're paying now," and I'm like, "Look, the only reason I'm not messing with y'all is because y'all have to install stuff, go in the ground. I'm good. Maybe
Yeah.
later on in life,
It's a
I'll get with
pain.
y'all."
I have
So
Xfinity. I've been thinking about changing,
yeah,
but
I have
okay,
Spectrum and I have to have it because the complex has a deal
has
with
it right?
Spectrum.
Yeah, the apartment complex.
I prefer Frontier.
Oh, okay. See, that's
Oh,
folks I've never heard of.
I just want to say I
But
love
mhm.
Florida. And I love Florida
You don't love
because
Florida.
ICE was not prepared to go to Florida the way they thought they were. And Florida man beat an ICE agent's ass.
nigga, why
Oh,
does
I
every
saw that
conversation go back to ICE?
I don't know, but I
because
was going to tell a funny story when it was my wellness week. I forgot. And I just have to paint a picture really quick. Beautiful day, almost 70 degrees, taking a walk with my dog. He stops. There's a barber shop. The door is open. There is a barber standing just against the wall, eating his lunch in his hand. There are customers staring out. And my dog stops right in front of the door over a grate and not only takes a shit, but it's pure diarrhea
Nice.
right outside of where they stepped out in the man's face and then proceeded to try and walk away.
Mm-mm.
And what
and
did you do?
ice equates where?
No, it just reminded me because you
Oh, it's
said
just a
funny
funny
story.
story.
And so
Gotcha.
as he's doing this, my mouth is like, and I'm looking at the guy and the guy continues to eat because he obviously don't give a shit. And I'm like, I'm
Neither
so
did your
sorry.
dog.
Neither
No,
gave a
neither
shit.
of them did.
A long one.
And
Yeah.
I
Long
was
runny
like,
one.
I'm so sorry. And he was like, and walked back inside. And there's this customer looking horrified because he's going to walk out.
Mm-mm.
You better
Nigga, it's not like you can.
hopscotch.
It's not like you can stop a dog from shitting. Like what?
Yeah.
It is what it fucking
No, I
is.
used my poop bags and I picked up as much as I could.
It went in the grate though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They be alright.
That
Oh,
wasn't even a deep grate. It was just one of those that's just shallow
yeah.
enough.
Oh, so it was permeating.
Oh,
Yes.
Smell it
Neo's like, Mom,
inhale
watch
it.
this.
Brit, stop with the sudden moves, girl. We gonna lose you again.
Well, it's because
Um.
I have an ear infection again. Both me and my dog have an ear infection.
Oh my God. You know what?
Bitch,
We
how
gonna
do
move
you
on
constantly keep having fucking ear infections at your big grown age?
because that
You know
man
that's some
busting
white
nuts
people
in her
shit.
ear.
I took a fucking survey. I don't know
No,
no black
it's
people
my
that have had ear
OCD.
infections.
It's my OCD. I have a tendency to I fuck with my
Bitch,
ears. I can't help it.
then stop. Cause I don't know no black people, and you can't say it's OCD because every black person does what they not supposed to do, and they stick Q-tips in their fucking ear. Doctors been telling us for years not to do that shit, and we
It's not
still
just
do it.
Q-tips.
The fuck else is you sticking in your
Just
ear, bitch?
her
Dicks?
long
Her
nails.
man Dick,
It's not just that either. I'm just saying I have a compulsion. I'm
You
sorry.
stick
I
other
think
gotcha.
things
it's
in your ear?
Bobby pins,
Oh no. You
no,
got a
ma'am.
problem.
pencils.
That part.
I scratch up the inside of my ear and I get an infection. I fuck it up.
Okay, well,
And you can't get an infection from a dog, and a dog can't get an infection from you. We just happen
Oh,
to get
cause
them
we
at the
googled
same
it,
time.
bitch. We googled it. I was like, she been letting that goddamn
All
dog
right.
lick all in her goddamn ear. Now the bitch got an
No,
ear infection from
no,
dog saliva because all Neo does is lick his balls all day.
no.
little
He doesn't have balls. He
pretty,
never
pretty
had balls.
much. Oh well.
Oh, that's why he's so
He's
fucked up.
intersex.
Mm, oh
Oh
Bitch,
my
yeah.
god.
stop
I'm
it.
done.
I looked it up.
Turn it
It's
off. Turn
real.
her
He
camera
is
off.
not he is not, that
Turn
dog
it
is
Yes,
off.
not
animals can be
intersex.
intersex, and he's intersex.
Turn her
He
shit
just had his balls
off.
chopped off. He's not
All
intersex.
right.
No, the vet
Hey,
said they were never chopped off.
we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
The
We're gonna
dog
move
never had
on.
balls.
He just never had balls.
Okay. Well,
He's not a
anyway,
he.
we're gonna
He's
move
a
on to
they.
something that does have balls, and it is now time for our
How the fuck is
random
we
chats of
52
blackness.
minutes in and we ain't even started topics yet? Lord Jesus, this is gonna be a
Yeah.
long
Because
Well,
show.
Britt is
again,
on one today. I'm sorry.
and I had to show off my shit. But anyway, we are gonna go into random chats of blackness. This is our little segment where it's this week in black, where it's all black everything, and we are starting off with. I wish I should have brought the wheel of blackness on this episode, but I didn't. Oh, you know what? Before we even do that, we do have to read a quick listener comment. If
Yes.
you want us to read your thoughts, your comments, your arguments, whatever, we don't care. Just put them below in the
We
comment
don't even care if
section.
they're profound or not. We'll still read that shit.
We'll still read it.
Mm-hmm.
The dumber the
We have
better.
Damn
read
straight.
exactly. So we are going to read our only comment for this episode comes from first timer Alicia or Alicia.
Hi,
Please let me know
Alicia.
how you pronounce it, aka All in My World. And she says, and this is for Helaine, I feel you on the state of I don't want to do anything. Helaine gave me a good idea about no clothes. I'm gonna do that next time. I want to veg out all day, laughing my
Yes.
ass off. So that was her. She had a laughing emoji as well. So thank you, Alicia. Let us know how
Mhm.
it goes for you.
Alicia,
Um,
the thing is, look here, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Keep a pile of clothes by the bed for just in case purposes, but that don't mean you got to put them on. Just a little pile, just maybe some pants, little pajama pant thing, and a nice big shirt. Just keep it by the bed just for in case, because you know the fuck my house might go on fire. You might need something quick to put on, but that don't mean you got to put them on. But just make sure that you are well aired out because then, I don't know how you're built, but I am built to where things kind of sag a little bit and then you get that underlying sweat right here when it gets hot. You don't want that either because then you got to be changing sheets and you got to roll yourself and shit. Don't do that either. So make it a
You just made
nice
that shit sound like
70.
600-pound life.
I mean, these titties,
That's what you made it sound
these
like.
titties
My
got some
six.
weight on them. They like 30 weight gravy. They heavy, okay? So
wow.
they heavy. And then they kind of do what they want to do, and then you form a little line of sweat. You don't want that. So make sure it's a nice 70-ish, maybe a fan at a slow rotation, and then you could just lay out nice and naked all day. Get up to go pee,
Huh,
come back, and lay out. But make sure you use
that is
baby wipes if you're going to go pee, so that way you don't get little droplets of piss in your bed, because that's just gross. So
okay.
take that advice and you
Okay.
run with it. Run with it.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Helene, for that
Very well.
Wonderful,
Very
wonderful
well.
bit of advice. We
Very welcome.
appreciate you. We love you for it. All right. And now it is time for our random chats of blackness, aka This Week in Black. And we are starting off with the oh Luda. Oh
Oh
Chris.
my God.
I don't think this
Yeah.
is his fault.
Well, we'll get into it.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christopher Bridges, aka Luda, got into it with a lot of the black culture with us
Yes.
and a lot of fans because he signed on to join Nelly in the Rock the Country music festival. I believe it's a traveling festival that was billed as 8 massive shows in 8 small towns. It is a concert series or festival series created by one Kid Rock, and people were not happy. Not only black folks,
Christ.
but there were a lot of black folks who were highly upset with Ludacris.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I laughed. I
But
chortled.
can I just say, I don't
How do
think
you?
this
How
is
does
his
what you?
fault
Why?
because I
Okay.
think that Ludacris is booked at every festival in the
Yes.
country
He
under the
is.
sun. And I
Yes.
don't think he even knows what. I think he just shows up and they tell him what
No.
city he's in.
Okay.
You listen to the podcast I listen to, and when they do the small town festival portion of every single weekly podcast, almost
It's
every
always
single week,
Ludacris and Nelly.
yeah, it's Ludacris and Nelly at some small town festival, to the point where they're now calling. They don't believe there's one Ludacris out there. They think there's Ludacry. Just
Oh,
imagine,
damn.
because
So
there's too many
Ludacris is a Greek
festivals.
name.
Well, it's multiple Ludacris's. It's Ludacry, and they are just being deployed to every small town festival there is.
Yes. So
Multiplicity of Ludacris.
I don't think it was a situation where he was like, "Yes, I must join this festival." I just think he's like, "Where am I at on August 32?" Or
Right.
that's not even a day.
No, not even.
And I said yes, like an idiot.
Would that be
Are
September
you
the
his manager?
2nd or?
I certainly
Are you his manager? Because
yes, yes.
Raya, where am I today?
And you notice he
I
pulled
don't
out.
know, Luda.
Nelly's gotten all that criticism, and you notice he ain't changing his tune.
No, Nelly needs
Ludacris
the money.
No, Nelly.
immediately.
Well, but
Nelly needs
Nelly
the
did it
money.
last year. Nelly
Yeah.
did the Rock the Country concert
No,
festival last
Right.
year.
what I
so it
mean
doesn't
is,
bother
Nelly
him.
does
when
anything
the
for
black
money.
right, but when the black community came at him originally for the other shit that went down not but a few months ago, you didn't see him removing himself from the situation. He just kept forward. The minute
Right.
Ludacris got called out, he was like, and I'm out. Because
Right.
Snoop is doubling down, fucking Nicki is doubling down. You know what I mean? So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt
I
that
don't
his
anticipate there being any Nelly albums in the near future.
No.
people no.
He is
So
riding
I
off
think
of
he is
25 years of old
that
music.
part. That
Which
part.
Because
This nigga,
I
this
saw
nigga still running
Nelly.
around calling himself or saying that he got that little piece of Band-Aid up under his
Right.
eye. So
He has not
that is why he's
matured
not
in
gonna
his
change.
music
Yeah,
past
no,
the
at
early
all.
2000s.
Right.
And I saw Nelly in concert because he opened up for New Kids on the Block. He'll do anything.
I saw
Yeah.
that one. I saw it with TLC. It was Nelly, New
Yes.
Kids on the Block, and
And
TLC.
TLC, yes. And Nelly lip sync. And I'm
Oh,
like,
Nigga, how
you're
the
a
fuck are you a
rapper.
rapper that lip syncs?
Why
That's
would you have to
horrible.
lip sync?
Oh, there are
And he
some.
lip
There
synced.
are
He
some.
sounded just like the record. He didn't go off and say anything extra. He did not acknowledge the audience. He's a terrible performer. So let him continue to perform at all these fucking festivals.
His
Good
wife
luck.
be
Yeah,
lip
well,
syncing too.
Well,
Ashanti? Really?
Yes.
Can you believe that Jelly Roll is part of that? Like, I'm a little disappointed
No,
in
I'm
Jelly
not
Roll.
shocked.
I'm not
I
shocked.
I'm
Jelly
not shocked.
Roll is a country artist.
Jelly Roll
I'm
is
not
trying
shocked.
right now to get pardoned for
Right,
his
right.
crimes that he
Never
committed
mind.
in his early 20s that people are like, he was a kid. Nigga, he was 22, 25, robbing people at gunpoint, and now
Right.
wants to get those pardoned so that he feels that he wants to own a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it was a federal crime, this motherfucker can't pardon you, idiot. I need people to start understanding the difference between federal and state crimes.
There
Nicki
was a
Yes, but
Minaj.
whole
depending
there was
on
a
the
whole
state,
thing about it.
they can influence somebody
They
to pardon
can.
him.
There was a
True.
whole thing about it, and I was like, "Look, do I like some of Jelly Roll's music? Yes. Do I think
Hmm.
that he was cosplaying initially when he started out? Also, yes.
Do
Um,
you know Po Folk
yeah,
from Instagram? He said that when
Yeah.
he used to rap, he used to be down
yeah,
with Jelly Roll. Like they used to rap together
yeah.
back
Hmm.
in the day, and Jelly Roll was that guy. And then all of a sudden, he said he don't know this new Jelly Roll. He don't have nothing against him, but he don't know this new country Jelly
Right.
Exactly.
Roll.
And I'm like, I
Well.
don't mind the country one because he does a couple songs that I like. Like he did a couple songs with Lainey Wilson, and like I'm like, that's cool or whatever. But him going on this campaign about I want to own a gun so I can protect my family. First of all, bitch, you got enough money to where you can hire bodyguards. You're not
Right.
owning a
Right.
gun to protect anything. You're owning a gun because you just want to own a fucking gun.
It's a
Secondly,
white
I
man's
said
right.
all the white people in the comments like, well, that was years ago. What? I said, make sure y'all keep that same energy when some 40-year-old black man walks up and says, I want to own a gun because I was an armed robber at 20 fucking 5.
Right.
Right. Right. And then the story
All of a sudden,
changes.
then it's like, well, no, you have to follow the rules, the rules. No, let's keep those same fucking rules. I said he did it. He was a grown man about it. He did it more than once. He don't need to own a fucking gun.
Hmm.
Right.
Well, I'm looking at the this is I'm not saying it's hilarious. I'm looking at the lineup, and Nelly, when you scroll down, is dead, damn near dead center, and he really is the only solo black artist in this lineup. There is a group or a duo called Neon Union. It's a white guy and a black guy. I think he's black. He might be Indian. Who
What is the
knows?
name of this festival?
Rock the Country. I think this is the second or third annual Rock the Country. Um, but this is like a blizzard. Like literally.
Oh,
There
Like a
hell
is
bunch of white
no.
no.
people.
Nigga, Kid Rock, Jason
Yes.
Aldean,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Blake Shelton, Jelly
Shelton.
Roll, Creed, Brooks
Creed.
and Dunn, Riley
Yep.
Miranda
and
Lambert.
Miranda Lambert, Hank Williams Jr.,
Shine Down.
Leonard Skinner,
That makes sense. They're gonna play Freebird about 50
Brantley
times during
Gilbert,
their set.
Treaty Oak Revival, Gavin Addock, Nelly. And then the
Yep.
second set is Aaron Lewis and the State
You
Liners, whoever
notice
the
they
fuck
put
that
Nelly
is.
last. I'm not
Hell
saying
yeah.
anything, and I'm not saying they put him at the back of the bus, but they put him at the back of the
They
bus.
got Uncle Cracker, Marshall Tucker Band,
Yep.
Josh Turner,
Uncle
and then
Cracker.
I don't know who some these the ones in small
Oh,
writing.
my
I don't
heart's
know
a
who
little
any of
broken
them
about
is.
Josh Turner, but I
Yep.
expect it.
Right.
Shenandoah, the Creekers, Bottomland. I wonder if they're the bottoms and not the top.
And the
The
Soggy
Um,
fact
Bottom
that Kid
Boys.
Rock and Jason Aldean is going to be there kind of pissed me off about Brooks and Dunn
yeah,
and
because Brooks and
Creed.
Dunn used to be
The Brooks and Dunn for years. They're big MAGA supporters.
well,
Huge.
they used to be somewhat
Yeah,
liberal. They
they
used to be
Right.
were.
liberal, kind. Well, I say kind of, but look,
What's his name went
people's
full on liberal.
who's that?
Oh, what
I
is
don't
his
know,
name? Let me think.
but I
Oh,
think it's
really
just
quick,
funny. Hmm.
just to call somebody out too. Do you know that Nicki Minaj has been coming at Gavin Newsom and Gavin clapped back? And when he did, the
Yeah,
song
she's been doing
in
that.
the Instagram was Meg the Stallion.
Good job.
Good.
Good job.
I love that
Although
man.
I
That
do
Tina
Standing
has.
love.
outside the fire. Who sings "Standing Outside the Fire"? What's his name?
I don't know.
No, he had a whole song about don't fuck with black people, and this
No, no, no. That's what I was
no.
gonna say. No, um
You
he's
don't hear Garth
completely
Brooks
liberal.
in
Garth
this.
Friends
Brooks,
in
that's
low
it.
places. Thank you.
Garth Brooks
You
is
don't
completely liberal. Like
Thank you.
Garth
I
Brooks
okay.
he has
and
told people multiple times, don't bring that shit over here.
I forgot
Good.
the other guy. Oh man, I always get him and Garth Brooks mixed up a lot. Not Dwight Yoakam. He was acting,
I don't know
but
about any of
he
these
became an
people.
actor. Yeah, I know a little bit.
Oh
I
no,
used to watch
Standing Outside the
TNT.
Fire was the first country song I was like,
Yep.
For me, it's the Thunder Rolls.
oh
The
yeah,
Oh,
Thunder
that's such a
Rolls
good
and the
song.
it is a
lightning
good
strike.
song.
That is one of the first like big country songs that played on MTV. Like the video
Look,
was like
look at
number
Araya's
Well, that's
one.
where
face.
that's where I saw the video for Stand Outside the Fire, because
Live
the
on the
video
road.
is a little Down
Oh, the
syndrome
fire.
boy that
Yep.
wants to play sports and he can't,
Uh-huh.
and they finally let him run a race. And it was like, come to find
Oh,
out, it was like a Special Olympic race, and he wins, and he's hitting it, and
yeah.
everybody's congratulating him, and it's Garth
Oh,
Brooks standing in the middle of this circle, standing outside the fire, and I was like,
Yep.
they let the baby win the
Did you see the video
oh my
of
goodness.
the young man with Down
Oh,
syndrome in the car with his sister? And he was like, I signed up to hunt illegal aliens, but he thought they literally meant aliens. He
bitch,
thought he was going out
shut up,
there.
shut up,
All
nigga.
right. We got to get back on track. I don't know what the hell, Britt.
Off the
He thought he was.
rails.
He
Off
thought
the
it was
damn.
on. He was like, "I'm gonna meet ET" when he.
Yes, he really did. He really did. And she was like, no, that's not what they mean. She was like,
Yeah.
your brother is half Mexican. We have Mexicans in the family. He's like, what you talking about?
He's
Aliens.
like,
We're
"What they got to do with
hunting
aliens?" He's like, "I'm hunting extraterrestrial, bitch."
He watched Mars Attacks one time and he
Oh
felt like he was ready to get the
Lord.
job done.
aliens.
That's
All
so.
right.
See,
Well,
that's that be that innocent shit that you be like, "Oh, see."
you're going to hell, but your
He meant
condition will
well
get you into
though. He
heaven.
was like,
He
"I'm
He
really
did.
ready.
did.
I'm
He really
ready."
wanted to protect the world, not just America.
Yeah,
Right?
he was
But
like, "I'm a Men in Black, bitch.
to
I'm ready."
I will say this though about the whole Ludacris thing. It really did divide the whole conversation. There was some like Britt and Raya who said, "Look, he's booked solid everywhere. He's going
And
places.
niggas say,
He's
"I'm booked
touring.
and busy, bitches."
He's
Hmm.
everywhere." And then there were folks like, "Bitch, you've been in this game for 26 years. You should know good and goddamn well where you're going. And to your management, you need to step up to your management because they're
That,
putting you in places that
That part.
you that can mess up your brand,
that
things like
right
that." But
there.
again,
But who's to say that Ludacris doesn't know?
I think Ludacris is
I don't
very
think he
into his
knows.
career. I think he's into his career
Who
because
says he doesn't know?
I will
I
say
No.
this
he's
though.
very
nigga, that
methodical
nigga
about
might
what
just
he
be
does.
throwing. He might just be throwing darts and whatever lands. He's like, I got it.
Yes.
Until somebody says
Yeah,
something, and he's like, I
Right.
had no idea.
Right.
Who
because
me?
that's
I would
what his
never.
people said. It was a mix up. That
Mix
there was
up.
a mix up, so that's why he
There
dropped
was
I
a
out.
wouldn't
there was
call
a
it a
whole
mix
And
up.
there was a
I'd
whole
be real
contract mix
honest.
up, nigga.
No,
yeah,
I'd be real honest and be like, I
because
play everywhere.
your
And I wasn't
management,
paying attention.
right? Because your management can't sign a contract
That
for you.
part.
You have
Yeah.
to sign it.
Right.
So I was laughing at it because the first thing people started bringing up when the announcement of Ludacris was performing, Nelly they just went, "Yeah, that bitch will do it, whatever. He's
Yep.
a
Hmm.
he'll do it."
He's a
But
sellout.
Luda, and then folks were like, "Yeah, this Luda," and they showed him when he had the Confederate flag outfit when he was
Yes,
Yeah.
I
touring with
saw
that,
that shit.
The nigga singing Chicken and
and
Beer.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, they said not the move, bitch, get out the way, Luda, but the more out of my way, nigger, I'm off to get a bag, Luda. And
Mm.
they showed him with the Confederate flag outfit, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this
Yeah,
is
he
not
went
good.
heavy. The pants, and they were
Oh yeah,
all like fucking
he had a whole outfit.
Janko jeans. They were
Yeah,
just big ass pants.
yeah, he had the
Nigga,
whole outfit.
these
But
niggas, these '90s niggas are just becoming more and more
right,
of a disappointment as time continues. It's like they're trying to do whatever they can to stay relevant, and they just don't give a shit about the
They
original target
do.
audience or their brand. And it's just
They
like,
do
well, it's gonna bring me
everything.
money.
Yeah, they do everything except for put out new music.
That
well, Luda put out some new music.
Did he?
when
Yeah.
Nobody cared.
But that's the
Oh,
thing. If you know your time
when
has passed to be a new artist
right.
where
let it
you are
go, bitch.
mostly
Find something
known for
else to
your old
do.
shit, then
Hmm.
if you don't want a daytime job, then just ride that wave, but be
First of
very
all,
aware of where that wave
Luda,
takes you.
Ludacris has Fast and Furious money,
Yeah, he could
plus
sit
his
back and
music
enjoy it.
Cause
catalog.
they gonna
He
keep
doesn't
Yeah.
they
have
gonna
to work.
nigga they gonna be making Fast and Furious movies up until Ludacris is 90. So
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus,
Right.
right? Him and Don Omar.
Remember, what's his name?
it
Cat
says on
Williams.
here Ludacris's last album. Oh, he did a soundtrack in 2021. I don't see that he had any recent albums, Anthony.
No, he had dropped some singles and he had been doing I didn't mean to say when you say new music, I think of singles as well. And he's
No,
been
Oh,
like
doing
a
that
new
he had
whole
album.
one in 2022.
He
That
oh,
was the most
did.
recent. Buying All Black featuring Flo, Millie, and PJ.
Oh,
I have a
okay. I thought
question.
that one was new.
That
My
shit
bad.
didn't chart at all. It was a non-album
Oh,
single.
yeah.
What
Hmm.
would Dr. Hadassah say about this?
Well, after getting an open-handed slap to the mouth, she'd be fine. She would be totally understanding of her black king doing what needed to be done. Because you see, he would take the white money and flip it into the black
Well, that's what I
community.
was saying. Cat Williams, didn't he say? Wasn't he talking about an Illuminati meeting that Ludacris went to? And
Oh, I
Oh
love
he
God.
Cat.
was he was okay with getting the 20 million for Fast and Furious. They said you
Yeah.
don't got to do nothing else, just these
Yeah. I
movies.
mean, and to be honest, it really is. Again, step up to your managers. Be very
Yeah,
careful on what you do with my
Mm-hmm.
brand. I mean,
yeah,
you can put full faith and loyalty in your folks, but you got to check them once in a while because they
right.
could get you. Because their thing is, I'm gonna get 10 to 20% on commission here. So
Nigga,
Right.
but do
if
you really think the MAGA things is paying like that, especially when there's so many artists?
oh
And
they're
them tickets
paying,
be $30 because Kid Rock went on this whole campaign to make tickets
yeah, to
cheaper for
make them cheap.
people.
So
So
they're
you
gonna
know
pack the
they
I'm
house.
don't
amazed
they're
he
not
didn't
paying
make them
that much.
like $5 just to get people in the
Nigga,
door
he
because
made
nobody
them
wants to see his
$30 for
ass.
a reason because the last time he went out somewhere, motherfuckers looked out across and it was just an empty fucking field and a
Yep.
Yeah,
stage.
Yeah, he hasn't put out new music either.
he
Thank
doesn't have
God.
to. He does not
And
have
Kid
to.
Rock, Kid Rock is another one starting out as a fucking Detroit rapper. Come
Rapper
to find out he ain't actually
With a
from
black son.
Detroit.
and
With a
Yeah, he
black
don't give a shit. He
son.
don't give a shit
yeah, I
Yeah,
about
he
know
that.
don't
he
give a
don't
good
care.
goddamn.
But
No.
Yeah, come to
again,
find out he ain't even from Detroit.
Do you
Came for
remember he
money.
had a high top fade? Like
oh,
he
that was a
hairsprayed
horrible
his
high top
hair
fade.
and
Yes.
gelled his hair all the way up to have a
Him and
fade.
Rob
Brit.
Van Winkle should do an album together.
Oh man,
Did you see
no.
Rob Van Winkle was performing
And
Ice Ice
Macklemore.
Baby in support of Ice? So fuck him too.
Really?
Are you
Yeah,
nigga, are you
Oh, I would
I'm
not
not
surprised?
say that as a joke
surprised.
anymore. No, I'm not
But this is
surprised.
why.
Where's Suge Knight? Suge Knight, balcony of one.
Thank
Suge
you.
Knight,
Right,
balcony of one.
Somebody
right.
get Suge out so
Yeah,
he can handle these motherfuckers.
let's call Trump
Are
and say
you
Suge
guys?
donated to a MAGA campaign. He'll pardon
Yeah,
him.
he'll let
He'll
him out.
pardon him.
He'll
Yeah,
let him out.
I wonder how much Suge
Suge,
got left.
nothing.
look it up.
Pretty huge, huge guy. Suge is tiny though. Suge is small.
Did you know that Nick? Thank you, Araya, for this. Did you know
Oh, we
that
gotta
Nick
move on.
Fuentes is the size of a gremlin?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a shark king. He's a troll. He literally is a troll.
Oh shit.
He looks like one.
Nigga,
28 years.
Suge was sentenced to 28 years in prison.
Yeah.
Holy
He's
shit!
not eligible for parole until October 2034.
Oh,
He'll be
he's
Oh.
not.
he'll be
Wow.
almost 70. He'll be 69 years old.
Damn.
He ain't gonna be
Oh
hanging
Okay.
nobody off a building then. Damn.
no. Oh, so sad.
We needed him. We needed you, Suge.
Suge
When
sucks
we
to be
needed you, you weren't
you.
there.
Right.
But we're gonna move on because these last two topics are gonna merge into our main topic. And it really does deal with us black folks and that old time religion. But we have to start off with it seems like every week Predator Watch is just out
It's
and about.
terrible. It
It's
is
just
so
getting
bad.
crazy.
I'm getting tired of seeing it.
Yeah.
And I
But
believe I believe everybody's story. So it's really heartbreaking to have some of our black dignitaries taken down because they can't control what's in between their legs.
yeah, their urges. Cause
Hmm.
Donnie McClurkin, don't ask me what song he made. I don't know. I just always see him on BET Gospel, on the Stella Awards. They would always yell his name, and he'd come out hooting and hollering and sweating and yada yada. God is good. Well, Donnie is now on the SA allegations list, and it is not looking good for him. I don't know, is that a word? Proclivities.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
are
okay,
you
because I
SA as in
heard that.
sexual assault, not sexual offender, right?
No,
Sexual
assault.
assault.
I didn't say
Okay.
SO. I said SA.
Okay.
SA allegations. I didn't know Donnie McClurkin's sexuality. Don't care. But supposedly he did pray away the gay
Yes.
in a lot of ways.
Okay, so
Well,
he's gay.
God, Goes to show you God is a great joker and probably didn't hear your prayers because you, sir,
God is an awesome God. He
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 reigns.
told
reigns
you.
from
From
heaven
heaven
above with
above with
wings.
wings,
The
I
power
know
the
and
that's
power
right.
love
and
of
love,
my
my
God
God is
is
an
awesome
awesome God.
God. We
As
sounded
God on
good, girl. We
heaven,
sounded good.
as
Ooh, did
God
we?
on heaven just yelled in a mighty
Shut
tone.
the fuck up!
Uh, he don't want to hear that, or they don't want to hear that because we don't know what God truly is. But
Alanis
yeah,
Morissette
that
said
is
it.
just
God is a woman.
okay, cool. Um, Full of shit. Anyway, this whole situation is really starting to bubble over because, again, text messages. When will people understand that text messages are forever?
Right. So, or
Why
emails
don't you stop? Smoke signals is a good way to communicate. Carry a pigeon is a good
verbally.
way to communicate.
How about deny, deny, deny?
Just spoken word in a person's face to face, because it's your word versus their
That nigga
word.
need no,
Exactly.
cause too much shit. That nigga need hieroglyphics or sign language.
Yeah, my hands did not say that. See, I got
Yep.
arthritis. There's no way I could have said
I
that.
got arthritis.
Arthur, and his last name is Ritus. But yeah, man, that is wild as hell. Supposedly, this has been going on for a while, though, right?
Yeah.
From what I read, like this situation between him and the accuser
He worked for
has
him for
been
many years.
okay. Man, like what is going on? One, I think if you really are gay, live your truth. I think we're in a time now, to an extent. I know you're a part of the church, but we all know about the choir directors.
Right.
Um, we're gonna keep it there. One of the most famous, Sylvester. I still love the music. One of the kings of king.
You make me feel mighty real.
Oh no,
Oh, I
no, no,
didn't hit
no!
my
Don't do
note.
that. Yeah,
I'm
you didn't hit
sorry.
that note at all. At all. Sylvester slapped you with his famous Asian fan. Don't do that again. Don't ever do that again. Why would you do that, Rhea? Why?
I'm
But
sorry.
no, man, this is very, very, very just insane. Basically, the lawsuit says it was filed by a man who he sought out after reading his book
Right.
about overcoming the curse of homosexuality. So I'm this is where I'm kind of like this is just equaling up to you could be guilty, my friend. This is a
Ass,
6-7 situation.
ass.
Oh, okay. I don't think he was
Booty,
singing
booty,
that
booty,
song.
booty, rocking
I'm
everywhere.
sorry, I'm
Rocking
looking at
everywhere,
Helene's
rocking
ass.
everywhere. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Rocking
Boom,
everywhere.
boom,
Rocking everywhere.
boom,
I
boom.
found you, Miss New
Miss
You know,
New
Booty.
Booty, get it together
you,
and bring it back to me.
you know who's not looking at her booty? Donnie McClurkin. Um,
No, he is not.
But Donnie McClurkin did write a book about the curse of homosexuality, and this young man sought him out looking for um, advice. Um,
He wanted
and
to be
boy,
delivered.
yeah, he didn't.
How
He wanted to
righteous
like.
gemstone of
Not
it.
gay no more.
He didn't like. He didn't
I
want to
like
like
women's,
menses no
women's,
more.
Don't like
women's,
the men.
women's.
Brrr, women's. I'd still trip out on that. That was the biggest lie. That
Mm-hmm.
really. Whew,
So that was a fucking lie.
Mm-hmm.
because
So, you know
2 weeks
that the
later.
leader of the teen GOP
Uh huh.
group is a young black man. He has now been removed because it was found out that he was texting underage young men.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wow. Well, which we call it, your governor really said that when the GOP come, I think they're gonna have a conference happening in California. He's gonna make
Yep,
sure that grinder is working.
yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
He doesn't want it
What a
to go
nice,
down.
you don't
He
what
want
a
it to
wants to
go
nice,
make
down
sure they
for him.
get their men's.
what a nice
Exactly.
gesture.
He
But
understands his audience, and
what I do trip out on is Donnie McClurkin's apology email that basically labels himself as a dirty old man.
Dirty old man.
And Giuseppe Corletto, I bet you he'll be
He's
in
a
the next
he's a
Fast and
black
Furious
Italian.
franchise. Yeah.
A
Said in the
Giancarlo
lawsuit
Esposito.
that he was struggling to reconcile with his sexuality, with his faith. And he sought out McClurkin back in 2003. He was 21 at the time. He went to McClurkin's church in Long Island, New York. After reading his autobiographical book, which described how God helped him overcome the curse of sexuality. At the event, Clerkin talked about being raped as a child, which resonated with him because it was similar to his story. Um, damn. I mean, at first it was very innocent, and what I thought was mentoring really turned into grooming.
He groomed his ass. It always seems innocent in the beginning with these fucking. It's just what I hate is people, and you know how I feel about organized
Hmm.
religion, but what I hate is when people equate being a priest or a pastor as automatic pedophiles. Oh, they must
Yeah.
be. No, that situation attracts these motherfuckers because hide in plain sight and
Hmm.
be above
Yes.
the law, be above parishioners questioning judgment. It is the best place to hide because even when you're caught, all you have to say is, you know, I prayed on it. God delivered me. God forgives sinners, and then they
Right.
name all the
Hmm.
sinners in the Bible that God forgave. It's this beautiful circle. And now we're sick and tired of hearing it. We're sick and tired of hearing about the I've been delivered, I've been saved from the demons of homosexuality. No, no, you are
Well,
who you are.
it makes it all bullshit that
Hmm.
you have been delivered from homosexuality when you could start to prey on somebody because you are a homosexual.
Right.
Yes, yes, you are. And you recognize in this man that he is also a homosexual. So
Right.
you take that upon yourself instead of trying to help him pray the gay away.
You
You
prayed on
now
them.
prey on him because you guys are both homosexuals because there's no praying the gay away because that's not how it fucking works.
But this is why it matters. Positions of power, those dynamics do matter, whether it's at work or it's in church or wherever it may be. If
Hmm.
someone has some form of power over you, if you are looking to them for some form of guidance, if
Right.
their decisions can affect your life, yes, you are 100% responsible. And yes, those dynamics matter because he went to him going, okay, I trust you. You are above me in some way. And whatever
Right.
you tell me to do, I know is the right thing because you have proven yourself to me to be a good
Right.
Christian.
He put him on a
Well,
pedestal.
yeah, and you see some of the allegations. In the allegations, Corletto said that McClurkin began to molest him during their pray the gay away spiritual sessions.
Hmm.
Um, and said that the abuse escalated over the next several years. During this period, Corletto worked as McClurkin's assistant and regularly traveled with him, according to the lawsuit. Corletto said it struggled to process these incidents of sexual abuse, as McClurkin was both his mentor and employer,
Right.
making it difficult for him to speak out about the
Questions.
abuse he had suffered.
I have
Also,
questions.
it leaves the victim
Okay.
in this thought process
Uh
of
huh.
what did I do to deserve this? Because
Yeah.
this person is so holy that what did I do? I must be doing something wrong. So you have them in this little box where they're never going to get out of for years and years later. And that's when people say shit like, why didn't you say something then?
Mm. Well, Helaine had a question, so.
Britt's going to disagree with me.
Okay.
Grown man, grown man, right? This is not a child.
Hmm.
This is a grown man that went to another grown man to pray away the gay, supposedly, and then started to work for said man that could supposedly pray away the gay. Now, Donnie McClurkin supposedly got rid of his gayness, which whatever, whether you believe that or not, but is still a man at the end of the day. And I'm not
Hmm.
saying man as in a man, a woman, a man as in a human being. He's still a man at the end of the day. There is no reason that the Bible thumpers that are so gung ho about Jesus and God, who say they are believers of Jesus, they are followers of Jesus, they are followers of God, can sit and look at a man who is a man and be
She
like,
got a knife.
I'm cutting up sausage, cutting up
Oh, I bet
sausage,
you are.
Donnie,
Why is she talking about
um,
sausage?
and be like, well, he's my pastor and he's touching me inappropriately, but he's helping me pray the gay away. What? What? And then not only did he do it once, but twice, not three times, not thrice, not he did it over the course of many years. And you started
Mm.
working for this person?
It's during the
What now?
course of when he was working for him.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
he was not working for that man initially when he went to him to pray the gay away.
Yeah, it started as just mentorship
Oh,
and
Correct.
mentorship.
And
spiritual
so
sessions, and then
he
it
are you
turned
began
into
saying
working for
employment.
him.
are you saying eventually he wanted it?
I don't know. I'm not saying
No, it
anything.
says
I'm
that
just
he.
saying it's
No, that's what I'm
slightly
asking.
peculiar.
It's
Peculiar.
peculiar.
That's the word. That you're proclaiming now, and I'm not saying that man is not telling the truth, that this
Hmm.
man was touching on you. He clearly didn't pray the gay away because I didn't see anything that says you were no longer a homosexual. So not only was he not doing what he intended to do, but he was also touching you in the recourse, and you were like, I'm going to keep going back for these pray the gay away sessions, but I'm also going to have him be my employer. That don't seem a little funny to nobody else but me.
No, I get it. I hear what you're saying. I just think that he still believed because he read his book. He believed in what Donnie McClurkin had done
Hmm.
and praying the gay away, and God had delivered him. I think maybe he thought maybe these groping sessions were to help him not be gay, and
Yeah.
so he
There are an
continued to
abundance
go
of
along with
churches that
them.
have conversion therapy, are there not?
Right, but he identified with Donnie McClurkin specifically,
Because
so he
of his
thought,
story of
yeah, because he
his
had a
life
similar
story.
story.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that this victim was not culpable in some way because he kept going back, but it's the same thing you could say about Cassie and Diddy.
Oh
She
no,
kept going back.
I never understood why Cassie kept going back. But it's
I
not,
It's a
you know
understand.
what?
it's a
And that's
Our
what I
victim
was going to
mental
say. It
growth.
is
mentality.
not for me to understand necessarily because I have not been put in that situation to where
When
I
you
have
are a
wanted to go
victim,
back
I
to
have been a
somebody that is
victim.
physically abusing me. Now, have I
Yeah,
gone back to a motherfucker that has cheated on me? Yup.
I went back to somebody who was physically abusing me. I don't know why I went back. I can just say that I was lost in the sauce at that time. I can't rationalize it. I don't know. I can't tell you logically where I was thinking at that point because I wasn't thinking logically. But
Hmm.
I went back and back and back until I realized, holy shit, what are you doing? And then I stopped. But it
Yeah.
takes a long time for some people to get to that realization about what the fuck am I doing? What is my part in this? I can stop it at any time by saying no and not going back. Sometimes it takes you
Um,
a long time to get to that point. That's all I'm saying.
these predators are not victimizing everybody they come in contact with. They know who they're victimizing. They 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 are very aware of the people that are easiest to victimize. And I, as someone who statistically, if you've been victimized once, you're more likely to be victimized again. Same thing with burglaries. Um, I understand. I understand going into a little place inside your head and just removing that moment where that moment happens, and then you
Some of it
separate
is
yourself.
unbelievable. You
Hmm.
can't believe that
Right,
this is happening because you don't think this person would ever
right.
do anything like this to you.
And I will say very specifically, I forget instances. I forget incidents. I literally, and that is part of what has kept me mentally safe, is I have whole chunks of my life that are gone. I have whole interactions that I can't remember because I was being victimized. And so I went to a place inside of myself where I could just put it away. And you also, if you look up to somebody, you question yourself, did I bring this on myself? Or am I reading this wrong? Or what did I do to cause this to happen? And if you think, I believe also that more than likely, Donnie McClurkin explained a lot of it away in ways where he was not responsible for it, and it was the victim's fault.
It was the devil. The devil made him do it.
Absolutely. What
And
do religious people blame everything
Oh, that's
on?
how a lot of them explain. Like that
Right.
motherfucker that kept getting caught cheating on his wife, and then he brought her a Lambo or some shit.
Yes.
She got up on the pulpit and blamed the women of the congregation for hitting on her husband, saying that they were the devil and that her husband who made the vows wasn't.
Flesh is weak.
The flesh is
It's
weak.
also embarrassing. Yeah. It's embarrassing, and this is going kind of off subject, but it is embarrassing to say I put myself in this situation.
Right, and I didn't say no the first time, and I went back, and I don't know what I was thinking. So you don't come forward, you don't say anything, and then you see that other people are being brave, and they're coming forward after years without saying anything. So you feel empowered now at this moment in time to come forward. And I'm not saying that you also don't think that there could be a cash grab in mind. There could be, but that's not your sole reasoning for doing it. But you think that you should be paid for your pain. Absolutely. Like, if I could go back and sue the person that did this to me, I would if they had any money. But they ain't got shit.
Thank you. If everyone who abused me, if I could get money out of them motherfuckers afterwards, I'm going to take the money. You know why? Because you've already hurt me in ways that I can't just bounce back from. You owe me. If you had hit me with your car and I was disabled in some way, I could sue you for money. And I could prove that a lot better than if I said, this motherfucker's been molesting and raping me for years. I am already a liar. Especially if they have good standing in the community. Because I've tried that and I was told, nope, don't want to hear it.
But the thing and I'm not going to, and that's definitely, you're not wrong about that. But the way that I can see it from other people's POV from the outside looking in is if you get hit by a car, very few times is it something that you physically have done to yourself. You might be walking, minding your business, a car comes out of nowhere and hits you. If you are raped more than one time and you kept putting yourself in an instance to where that person could keep harming you, that's where the roles flip, and that's where people see the issue is you kept going back.
I've been raped more than one time by the same person, and we had no kids. We did not live together.
Me too.
And I kept going back. And I don't know if I ever would have gotten out of it if this person had not broken up with me, because they got me at my lowest, my absolute lowest. And they
thought I did something wrong.
As a
I thought it was my fault.
Right. I messed up. When I would get raped, it wasn't just raping me. It was literally a punishment for my missteps. So I must have done something wrong in order for this to happen.
Okay. Well, we're getting very, very serious, but I mean, this is a very serious topic. I think, in all honesty, instead of using sexual assault or any kind of, sex crime against Donnie McClurkin, he should have sued him like the Better Business Bureau and said bad business deals. You said you could pray away my gay?
Because I still want this.
You didn't.
Well, then you need to make some peace with your own homosexuality, young man.
Exactly. Like, come to terms with it. The guy sold you a faulty, bad goods, and you sue on that. So yeah, bad bill of sale. Sue him on the lemon laws. You told me you were gonna pray, that the homosexuality that plagued me was gonna go away once you prayed on me.
But that's a civil suit. That's a civil suit. And then they would get at him for just doing a cash grab.
Yeah. But how often? Think about it. It's civil suit is most times your best way to go, because these people are not going to necessarily go to jail for these items, for these crimes. And I don't know. I think there's a statute of limitations, so it's not like
there is. But he put his case in the Southern District of New York, which has put a moratorium on statute of limitations. But he falls under a special branch of it, so he was still able to bring the case.
Got you.
Same thing over
Okay.
here where I think this, I don't know the exact, so I'm not going to say it, but our statute of limitations very often starts from the time that you report
Hmm.
it, especially if
Oh,
you were a
okay.
child or a young person when it happened.
Okay.
So it
Well, yeah,
depends on each
because you,
state.
yeah. Well, all I could
Now
say
look,
is whatever. Oh, go ahead, because we're gonna wrap this one up.
because not to make light, but to change the subject a little, because we're about to. Britt said that she has forgotten moments in order to cope. Bitch, you
Hmm.
have never forgotten my phone number because you keep
Oh,
coming back
It's
every
in my
year.
phone. Ask me.
Every year. I couldn't get rid of Britt if I tried.
I enjoy the pain that you
so
bring.
This motherfucker
so
has not forgotten
No,
how to call me
no,
since 2016.
no, because I
so do
enjoy,
you
once
want
again,
to?
the pain that you bring.
So do you want to file a lawsuit against Britt Williams?
For
I feel like
stalking?
she ain't got no motherfucking money though. What I'm gonna get? She
I
ain't no
mean,
goddamn
she
money.
No.
obviously she got
What I'm
money
gonna get?
because
That goddamn dog and
Rhea.
them bougie earrings. They don't spell bougie right. The fuck out of here. I don't want that shit.
Not bougie.
What the fuck am I doing with that shit?
Well,
She
look,
got them. Look, if you turn to the left, she got them goddamn vagina pictures on the wall. What I'm gonna do with them?
they may go for a fitting price if anything happens
I,
to her.
I mean, shit. But I'm gonna have to off
Vagines.
the motherfucker for that to happen.
A good
Oh yeah, you
vagine.
know,
You
a
know,
good
art
vagine
don't. It
painting.
you can't get no money for art until the motherfucker dies or cuts off a
That is
ear or
true.
some shit.
That is true. But look,
Hell, she keep
we're
digging in
gonna
her
have to.
fucking ear. She gonna need to cut that motherfucker off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, we're just gonna move on from molestation to mockery, and it's still in the church
Of course.
because, well, y'all know everybody's seen it. I've laughed, I've chortled, I've guffawed.
Chortle
Drewski
Forest have a
now,
good time.
yeah, it was funny. Drewski is definitely it's on site with many black pastors,
But
and
where was the
Drewski
lie? Like, I saw the
There
there
isn't
was
controversy,
one.
none.
and
There
then I
wasn't
There
was
isn't
one.
on
one.
TikTok, and the video came up on my feed, and I was like, that shit was funny as fuck. Like,
Well,
he didn't
you know
lie
what?
about anything.
We're gonna,
Cause the
as a matter of
motherfuckers is
fact,
mad because the shit is true.
Yeah.
that's it. The hit dogs, the holy hit dogs, have hollered,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
because they've been hit. Well, look, instead of me talking about it, let's just take a quick look at this video, at this skit, which I find hilarious. So here it is, and here we go. And I clipped it to start it where the music does not start playing, so we don't get
Okay.
copyrighted. So
Yeah.
here we go.
I had somebody in the congregation ask why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise. So we are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa. Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our goal. Amen. Hallelujah. Life savings here. Give them some praise for that.
He said life savings.
Apostle Richie says, baby, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I'm going to finish this word here. And I'm going to do the Christian version. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do the Christian version. I'm driving this Billy Bentayga because I believe in Christ.
Well, well, do you want a copyright?
Do you need
No,
a
I don't.
revolution? Ooh,
Do you need a copyright? No, I don't. We do
It was
not.
less than 10 seconds. We're good.
Yeah, but Kurt Franklin might come from watching porn and whoop our ass. Oh, allegedly.
Nigga,
Allegedly.
Kirk Franklin is 3 feet tall. I wish a nigga would.
Well, look, let's talk about it because again, there is a split down the middle, but the most loudest ones are the mega church pastors who are basically fed up and highly irate. And they are
Wow.
tired of
Wait,
being clowned
Wow.
and
about,
being the
okay. That. I was
Wow.
yeah,
going to ask.
they don't want to be the butt of the joke
And
because
don't be the joke.
as one UK pastor said, mega church pastors and mega churches are giving more to communities than rappers do. I don't know why rappers are getting
He's not a
the stray
rapper.
bullet.
Nigga,
He's
first
not a
of
rapper.
all,
He
go
hangs
ahead,
out with a
Anthony.
rapper, but
Okay.
his thing was
He's a
we give
comedian.
more. Yeah, he's a comedian, and comedians make jokes, and everybody gets these
This is
jokes.
funny, and the joke was
It
funny
is.
because it's fucking true.
Exactly.
Thank
We're
you.
looking at you, mega churches. You
And that's
guys
why
are the
it
ones
hurt.
that locked your doors and wouldn't let parishioners leave until they made up your whatever the goal that your money raising was.
I would
You
have
wouldn't let
called.
people leave.
You know who asks for money the most? The federal government, public television, and mega church pastors.
And you know who has done the most
Every
for
time.
me? Public television, so they can get my money. Because I'll tell you
Hell
right
yeah.
now, mega churches ain't done shit for me, and fucking politicians ain't done shit for me.
And I think this merges into our big topic, so we might as well just call it what it is. Um, the people who are being most upset by Druski's skit is really black pastors, not regular pastors. You go to the little church and you you give to the building fund that ain't seen a new brick since 1975,
Okay.
but you give. It is the mega church folks. It is the Creflo Dollars. It is the
Creflo Dollar.
the Creflo Dollars. I don't want to say it's him, but it's a lot of these new
His name
mega
was
church.
Creflo Dollar. Stop it.
Yeah.
It was him. He was the first. He and Bobby, who was it?
Bobby
No.
who?
I was about to say Bobby
There's-
Jindal. But no,
Oh,
who was
God,
that
no.
Indian guy? There was an Indian pastor too
Benny
around the
Hinn.
time.
Benny
Benny
Hinn.
Hinn.
Benny
Yeah, my
Hinn.
grandma
Same time
used
as
to watch
Creflo
him.
Dollar. And I used to laugh because my father would laugh at them. My father would laugh and be like,
Right.
"You're not getting a red cent from me." So I
I-
was raised where that shit was hysterical.
I love Benny Hinn for beating the shit out of his parishioners. Because he would do his blessings
Yes.
and he'd be like, "You're healed." And I'm like, no, I think they have a concussion. You have killed them.
That's his real name. I thought that was a stage name. That shit is
No,
his
Creflo?
real name.
No,
His
that's
name
his
is
real.
Creflo Augustus Dollar
Just Dollar.
Jr. He's a junior.
What
Yes.
is my podcast? What does one of my favorite podcasts say about juniors?
I'm a junior. Say it so I could curse you out.
They're just like they
You ain't
did.
gonna talk-
That's all.
Okay. Well, I'll take that as a compliment because my pops was cool.
There you go.
He didn't hustle nobody out of their life savings. I wish he did because I really wanted a Super Nintendo earlier than I got it. But no, I think it's really crazy that people of the folks who run mega churches feel like they are untouchable, that they are infallible, that they cannot.
Yeah, because they have these
commented
huge
upon.
congregations. 20,000
And-
people in your congregation, you feel
Yeah.
untouchable. It's
And
like
if-
a concert every week.
If
And
they,
it don't matter if you're non-denominational or
Right,
you
right.
are part of a religious sect.
But
it's
just
weird to
imagine
me.
if you had 20,000 people, parishioners, and they only gave $1 every week.
Right.
Just imagine. And these
You still
people
make
are
20
giving
grand each week.
10% of their
earnings.
income. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The church I used to go to way back in the day, the last church I went to, my pastor would say, if you can give and you want to give, feel free to give online. Other than that, we're not asking for money.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. My
And that
church
was a
is
black,
like,
he was a black pastor from Alabama.
you have to give 10% of your earnings right now, and then you have to give a love offering. You have to give a pastor offering.
Mhm.
You have to give a building fund offering. Like the
Excise
plate
tax,
was constantly coming
packaging
around. Like,
fee,
and
What if
restocking fee.
I would
what if-
touch the plate because I
Yeah.
didn't have any money. Like I'm just gonna touch it with my
Make it look
Christianness.
like you gave something.
Just touch it. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
See,
I was
that's the
watching
kinda-
this. There's this documentary on HBO, and it's called The Real Housewives Cult.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys saw the advertisement for this,
No.
but it basically is talking about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. This woman named Mary is a pastor at a
Okay.
church, and they were accusing her church of being a cult. So
Oh
I
wow.
went into watching this show and I was like, let me see how this church is a cult, because it is the same denomination that I was raised in, which was Pentecostal. And when I watched this documentary, I felt like I grew up in a cult,
Mm-hmm.
because it was the same shit that happened in my church that was happening in her church. And so I feel like I need to sue my church because that shit was most definitely a cult.
Yeah. And again, it's not in these mega churches, and I'm not gonna say all of them because again, they're still hollering and crying. Um, they're not as cookie cutter as what you see in the Druski skit.
Right.
You know, there may be some that are doing the Lord's work, but y'all are not doing it every day, all day. You know,
No,
or
No, if your
you're not
pastor
doing
is
it.
a multimillionaire, he's not doing the work.
No,
but he's
if
not doing what Jesus told him to do. Because you know who I believe? I believe pastors who are poor as fucking mice because they
yeah,
actually want to believe there and be there and they believe in what they have to say. You can't tell me I have a relationship with my mega church pastor. If I go to Joel Osteen's church, we don't have a relationship. You don't know me from a fucking
Ooh,
hole in
Aunt
the
Bunny
wall.
gonna kick your ass.
Aunt Bunny don't go there. Aunt
On
Bunny will.
Jackie. On
Aunt
Jackie goes.
Jackie.
oh, your
Yeah,
aunt Jackie went to Joel Sheen.
she
That's what I
still
call
She's
her.
does.
a avid
She
Royal
still
parishioner.
does.
Sheen.
Yep.
Yeah, I
But
saw
like,
that on Twitter. That was somebody's Twitter handle,
if my
Oil
pastor
Sheen.
doesn't know my name and
Hmm.
doesn't
Right.
recognize me when I walk in the church, that's not a place I want to be because that's not a real family. That
Right.
is just you going to wash your sins away so you can go sin some more.
Right. That's you
Well,
making
but
yourself feel
also
better.
Mm-hmm.
I think what is it? What do they call them? Profits for profit or
Hmm.
prosperity profits.
Yeah.
Prosperity
That's what they're
preachers.
being. Prosperity preachers, prosperity profits. However you want to spell profit. As long as you put that dollar sign at the end.
Right.
Um, and it's very strange to me because I thought it was more of you remember the traveling, remember they used to have the traveling
Hmm.
congregation or the traveling
Mm-hmm.
churches. You would ask for money so you can continue to travel and spread the good word. You got to pay
Yeah.
for hotel meals. I got to pay for
Oh,
this
what
tent.
they would
You
call
remember
him
that
something.
movie? You remember that movie with fucking not Dan. What's his name? Fucking Cheaper by the Dozen Dad.
Steve Martin.
Steve Martin had a
No,
movie about that.
yeah. Um,
He was a traveling
Supernatural had
preacher
episode.
and he
yeah.
was basically a fucking fake.
Yep.
Like he would set up a tent
Uh huh.
and go to these little
A
podunk towns.
revival. That's what they
Yes.
call it.
Revival. Thank you.
Revivals.
And
Yes.
he would
Revivals.
listen, like he would send out his people before they got to the town and they would listen for gossip and they would find out about the weather report and who was fucking who and who was cheating on
I
who.
know what you're talking about. I remember that
What
movie.
was
I
the
can't remember the
movie?
name of it.
Um
Oh, now I gotta look it up.
Oh,
it was a
God
good movie
darn it.
though. But yeah, whatever church was like, well, we do more than rappers, you're fucking supposed to. You're supposed to do more than rappers. One, because you're goddamn tax exempt. So you're taking in every literal dollar you get is profit for you all. So
Yes.
yes, you should be doing more than rappers. Rappers are
Mm-hmm.
private fucking citizens.
You are
You're
people of,
supposed to be a community entity.
right. You are of the cloth. You are
They're an
So
Was
don't
supposed to
entertainer.
say
be.
so
was it
don't say
called
I'm
Leap of
doing
Faith,
yes,
That's
Helaine?
leap of
it.
faith.
Leap of
Okay.
faith.
Yeah,
Now I
So
gotta
but
watch
don't
That's
it.
it.
say I'm doing more than a private citizen. You're fucking supposed to be.
more than an entertainer, somebody who gets paid to sing or dance or rap or whatever it may be for profit. They are not doing it for free. You're supposed to be doing that shit for near to goddamn
Next to
free.
nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
and you see and the reason why I wanted to do this topic, I always wanted to do something that was more religion specific. because we would get into the conversation, then we get, pull back and pull away. This is really dedicated because of the Discord conversation that our resident bruiser got into, where I decided to go and read, and I was like, yeah, you message Jill Scott's messy little sister. Um, but it kind of it constantly intrigues me, because look, I was baptized Catholic, right? I was raised in a Catholic family. Do I practice it? No. I mean, it's what we do in Louisiana. Southern Louisiana, it is a high population of Catholic. No separation of, oh, we're Greeks, we're Greek Orthodox, or we're this. No, it's Roman Catholic. Straight up. Even if you're blacker than night, you're still Roman Catholic. You
Correct.
know.
which I never
And
understood.
well,
There's a
again,
We didn't
huge.
have black Catholics in New York.
They have
well,
black
this is a southern
Catholics
thing. It's
here.
French, Spanish.
They have
We
black Catholics here, and Oakland has one of
Yeah.
the most amazing dioceses. When I say like a marriage of a
Hmm.
traditional black church and a Catholic church, but I just want
Right.
to say that for every one of these religions that we follow as black people, in the end, we're following what a white person told us to do.
Yep.
That's the
I'm gonna
bottom
say that.
line.
No, it's true.
Hmm
That's true.
I
You
didn't
can't
I didn't
refute it.
learn about that until I went to college, and
Hmm.
in one of my classes, I can't even remember what the class was, but the teacher, who was like a blonde white lady, she was like, just think of everyone who's come to America and had to assimilate. Their religion was stripped from them, especially the transatlantic slave trade. And I perked up. I'm like, what? Their religion
Yeah.
was stripped from them,
Mm-hmm.
and they were told to follow the Bible in Christ, but the Bible was altered for them. So, and I was like, I was never heard this before in my life,
Right.
because I was indoctrinated with the religion that I was born into, and I was raised with it, and I just never questioned it. You don't question it. You're just raised with it, and it's in you, and you don't question it. So when I went to college, I was just kind of like, my mind opened up, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I was brainwashed. We all were brainwashed.
But that's why these pastors are so angry, because no one wants to be told they're stupid. And you
Hmm
feel
Right.
stupid when someone
Yep.
makes fun of you. And when people are laughing about it, you feel even stupider. No
Or
one
that the
wants to
hustle is
admit,
up.
right? Well, also, no one wants to admit that all of this is based upon what slave owners said to us about how we won't be going to heaven. And the only reason we're allowed to practice the religion is to support your slave owner. And to this day, you will still walk into some black houses and still see white Jesus. And they will fight you
Hmm.
tooth and nail for their blonde hair, blue eyed white Jesus. We are still indoctrinated in that mindset. And when you start to go at each other as black people about a white, man made religion that you are so in tune to and it's so a part of who you are, you have already given your soul over. You are willing
Yeah.
to argue with your own people to support what a white man told you to do.
Hmm.
But the religion was not originated with white people, and there's no white people in the Bible. So I find that to be so ironic that the white men glommed onto this religion and try to make it their own.
Well, it was
Well, because
after
they
what?
gave it. Go ahead,
Go ahead. No, go. No,
Anthony.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It was so people have been talking about, and I started listening to that a little more about the fact that the Bible was, like they're like, oh, we brought the Bible from England. You didn't.
Right.
There was the Bible and what we now consider Christianity was in Africa prior to the slave trade, right? Now, did they also have other by name religions? Yes. Did they also pray to other beings, gods, whatever you want to call it? Yes. But what we now consider modern day Christianity did not start with white people.
Right.
But
Hmm.
white people overtook it, named it, replayed it, you know, it,
Translated,
it
retranslated it.
Right.
correct, and have now come out with, what we now consider our whatever version of the Bible you have in your house. A lot of people just have an
King
NIV
James.
Bible.
I have
Yeah.
a Catholic Bible.
And there's
So
the
do
King
I.
James
I
Bible,
don't. I
and
have
there's
Right.
the regular Bible.
And
you know what?
so it's like
I don't know what kind I got.
we listened to a certain extent, and then we had these branches that came about. Well, we all pray to this God, but we pray to this one this way. I'm going to be Pentecostal. I'm going to be Baptist. I'm going to be Catholic. I'm going to be Jehovah's Witness. And it all ends up that you're praying to this God. You might not be praying to Jesus,
Hmm.
but in the long run, it was some form of, I wouldn't say necessarily organized religion, but it was some form of religion that was being had prior to what white folks want to think that they commandeered, took over, and gave us as some goddamn gift.
What's the best way to control large swaths? I can't say the word, but a large
Lots
portion
of
of the
people.
black population? Tell them they're not good Christians.
Oh yeah.
And they will jump all over themselves to prove to you what a good Christian they are, not
Well,
even paying attention to the fact that those rules were created and are still perpetuated by white men.
but if you think about it, we have given grace, or we were forced to give grace, and not us personally, but our
Right.
ancestors were forced into becoming very grace giving people, very
Right.
forgiving people. Because if you really think about it, the rules that they were forced to adhere and to practice religion wise, when they
Mm-hmm.
finally started to say, well, you may not be animals, so we're going to try to civilize you. So how do we civilize you? We beat old time religion into you, right? We give you the books and we take the resources. Cool. We subjugate you, but in the end, you'll meet salvation. So with
That's
that being
called
said,
grooming.
well, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if you do that and you're now in control, those who whip that in you, those who beat that in you, are not practicing, as that old saying, you're not practicing what you preach.
Right.
You're the savage. You are savagely oppressing people to
Mm-hmm.
believe. I don't think, and again, never met never met our creator. Haven't had a good conversation with him. Didn't ask him any questions. Never met Jesus either. Never met Hercules. Never met
Hercules,
any.
Hercules.
Never met any of them. But from what I'm seeing in the books that you beat us upside the head with to abide by, because if you're a fan of Wu Tang, Bible means the basic instructions before leaving Earth. We are supposed to be, we're supposed to love thy neighbor. We're supposed to worship one God. We're supposed to honor our parents. We are supposed to not steal, not kill, not do da 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 da.
Not
But
covet
yet,
thy neighbor's wife.
exactly. Well, there's a lot of coveting. You hear me, Jamal Bryan? Um,
Oh, she's thick.
whew, Lord have mercy. I'd like to be sanctified and saved by them thighs. But what I'm saying is, if we are supposed to follow this book, follow these rules, how come you aren't? Name
Right.
me.
Because God forgives, and that's the problem.
No,
You
no.
have that
It's not
loophole.
about the forgiveness. It is about the manifest destiny. Manifest destiny says nothing about God's forgiveness in their way
No,
of taking over, but that is biblical. They use
right.
manifest destiny and the church and religion to take over, to colonize, and to basically plunder all the
Okay,
spoils.
you're talking
With
about the roots of, not the
right,
current situations.
not
Okay.
the current situation. But in the current situation, it is still the same because
I
neither
don't
of them. No, no,
agree with
because
that.
every time for us, yes, for us, oh, God forgives. If God forgives, so should we.
Right.
But then you get the whole smart ass remark, God forgives, I don't. That's what they run with. But they also don't even care about the whole God forgives part because within white supremacy, which is also a part of religion, mind you, that is a huge proponent of white supremacy. The fact that
Absolutely.
the fact we see Jesus as a blonde haired, blue eyed Cesare Borgia, the fact that the angels are white, the fact that even God is a white man with a long beard and long curly gray hair, that's Santa Claus.
Right.
But he is, but God is, kind of diesel,
Right, but that makes sense though, that the oppressor creates a situation where we are supposed to forgive situations, where we are supposed to take whatever they put upon us. We haven't left. I'm sorry,
That's
but
abuse.
right, but as far as I'm concerned, the black church is still participating in, this is a hot take and people are going to be mad at me, still participating in a form of slavery because the white church still oversees what your black church does. Your black church, for more often than not, gets their rules and regulations from a place at the top, and that place at the top is run by white people. And it is
Okay, right. So even at that point, when we look at whether you're in denomination or non-denomination, because I don't think people really pay attention to the Bible and what Jesus said. Is it in Philippians? I don't remember. Where the question was asked, well, how do we worship? And Jesus said upon to the people or upon the people, you are supposed to worship in the spirit
right.
of God, not in the building, not in
Right.
the tithes, not in the even in the book. You are supposed to worship in the spirit of God. So
Mhm.
another question is asked, what is the spirit of God?
Whatever
What
white
is it?
man tells you to do. And we as
Which
black pastors step and fetch on that bullshit all day, every fucking day, because it allows us to get money, get privilege, and some proximity to whiteness. I'm sorry. As far as I'm concerned, large mega church pastors, especially black pastors, are not unhappy about their proximity to whiteness because there was
I don't even
that.
think it's about whiteness though, Britt. I think it's the proximity to profit.
Oh, absolutely. But
Which I
power
think could be
and the
whiteness, but it's
whiteness,
money.
right?
Okay.
In the end, this world is run by white men. It is. When you look at every government except for a couple, it is run by white men or men who are subservient to whatever white men are out there running the world. But what I was going to say is very often when you want to be a part of something and not be a target, you're willing to
Hmm.
sell your own out. And that's what I see churches do, and churches for black people definitely do. You are
Hmm.
willing to sell out your own people to stay somewhere safe. And by safe means the money and the fucking private planes and the houses and the cars and the vacations
Hmm.
and the clothes and the shoes and all that bullshit.
I don't
You're
think mega
safe as long as
churches
you
would
toe the
have.
line.
I'll be brutally honest. I don't care who hears it. If mega churches existed during the civil rights fight during the time of civil rights, our black asses were done for.
Oh,
We'd have
absolutely.
been done for. We would have not be able to progress because if their thing is strictly, and I don't care how you take it, I don't even go to your church, so I don't even pay to hear your bullshit. I could watch you online for free. You would not have the balls to sacrifice the profit you would get for the progression of your people.
Oh,
I don't think
absolutely.
you would.
No,
This is
you
just
wouldn't.
my opinion. This is my thought. Now I like Jamal Bryant. Is it Bishop? Yeah, Bishop Jamal Bryant. I don't
Bishop
know if he's part of
Patrick
a mega church.
Donner.
I know he's non-denominational. I
Maybe
like
that's
the fact
constantly
that
cheating on the housewife. That
is that
Jamal
him?
Bryant?
No, he's married
No.
now to a different lady, and she's thick.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the one
yeah,
that
yeah.
came out
Well,
in the half naked dress.
yeah.
Yes.
It was a new dress, and all the other
Yeah, but
Everybody
pastors
lost their
fucking her.
shit.
he's also the same pastor that was married to the lady from Housewives that was
Okay.
constantly
And
cheating
he
on
had
her.
kids on her. Yeah, he had
Oh.
Correct.
tons of kids on her.
He was constantly
Okay.
cheating on her.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, piece of shit for that, but I
They have
do.
3 daughters together. They have 2 twins and then a
Okay.
single daughter, and they are beautiful.
And he's the same Jamal Bryant that's knocking Target up the ass with the
Yes.
boycott, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
I'm not
that
mad at him.
I
I
respect you for
I
that.
don't think he's a good person, but
Right,
I'm
what
not
you do
mad
as
at
a
his
human being,
right.
I can't. I can't ask you to be perfect. I'm never gonna ask you to be
Right.
perfect because
No,
I'm not perfect.
but I'm.
No, understand. I have to say this, but if you are coming off as a person of high moral fiber and high moral
That.
being, then you better work very hard to live up to that morality.
You better
It's
be able
like,
to back it up and be honest with your
But
right,
that's just it.
parishioners.
They don't. But that's just it. They don't have to. They don't even have
true.
to back it up
Not
anymore
anymore. Not
because all
anymore.
they need to say is, "Oh, the devil had a hold of me. I've been
Right.
forsaken. Please forgive me. Now let's move on and give me your tithes."
That
Right.
right
I
there.
mean, who was it? Jimmy
That right
Swaggart?
there.
Moving away from us for a second, Jimmy Swaggart. When I remember that vividly, they bought television time, thousands of dollars for him to come on television and go, "I have sinned," and
Hmm.
ugly cry at his
Wasn't that
ministry.
Jessica? What's her name?
Jessica
Jessica.
Hahn.
Jessica
I think
Hahn.
no,
What?
was it
Yeah.
Jessica Hahn?
Yeah.
I don't remember who he was supposedly put it on because
No,
remember
wasn't
Jim
Jessica
and Tammy Faye.
Hahn?
Jim and Tammy Faye was Jessica Hahn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Okay.
forgot who Jimmy Swaggart was
Now I
slapping it
gotta look
on.
it up.
He was laying hands on somebody. And to laugh in that know that his cousin is Jerry Lee Lewis is should tell you everything.
For that
Um,
pedo.
but again, he was forgiven. And Jimmy
Well,
Swaggart's
of
from here.
course.
He's from Louisiana. And his church is huge. Well, I don't know if it's still on. It should still be
Who
in
wouldn't be a
operation because I think
pastor,
his
though?
kids.
But think about it. Who wouldn't be a pastor if you could do whatever you want, whenever you want, and anytime you're called,
Because
all you
you
have to say is,
I
and
I
you don't
don't
need any
I don't think it's that
credentials.
easy.
You
Well,
need
right.
true,
zero
you don't need
credentials.
you don't,
No.
but it
Jimmy
is
Right.
kind of hard.
Swaggart. Jimmy Swaggart was found with a prostitute, Rosemary Garcia,
There we go.
after he was driving erratically and on the wrong side of the road in Indio, California.
Mm.
Was it Tammy
I have
Faye
sinned.
and
Yeah.
was it Tammy Faye or Jimmy Swagger? But one of them was selling pieces of the cross,
That
little
was
tiny
Jim
wood
and
shave.
Tammy.
Yeah, little tiny
That was
wood
Jim and Tammy.
shavings. And these
But
motherfuckers ate that shit up and was like, "Yeah, this is the cross."
Pat Robertson was selling they sell holy water
Just,
Hmm.
for the low price of 25.99. You
They're
but
get
you
all
a little
wonder,
grifters.
tiny bottle of
but that's the
water
exact
from
same
Israel.
thing. Everyone here is an adult. If you're wondering how someone can be sexually assaulted, molested, and continue to stay there, every single one of these people who are giving money, being
Yeah,
locked in, who are buying holy water and pieces of the cross, they're no different. They're allowing
They're
themselves
they're
to be
brainwashed.
right.
They are
And
brainwashed
that's,
and they are
there you
indoctrinated,
go. There you
we've
and
been
go.
that has
indoctrinated since
happened
children.
since birth.
Right.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
some of us do find ways to say, okay, yeah, I know that's there. I know those dark things are there,
Hmm.
but I do find solace and salvation in church, in religion. And to that I say, go for it. That's great. I don't knock anybody who's where religion has got them through it, where prayer has got them through
Well,
it.
I think that the problem
Mm.
comes in when you are putting the pastor on such a pedestal, like he is
Exactly.
of God, like he is God himself. Because a lot of these pastors tell their parishioners, I am the word of God. God is speaking through me. So you
Hmm.
have to follow me if you want to be closer to God. And I think that's making themselves a God. And I
At
think that
least
is sacrilegious.
So did Jim
Catholic priests,
Jones. That
yeah,
Jim Jones did that shit. And where did that get
David
people?
Koresh.
Right. Like,
That's what makes it a cult. When
Yeah.
somebody thinks they're the human embodiment of God, that's a cult.
But
but
again, oh, go ahead, Britt, and then I'll.
oh, no, continue.
Oh no, but the way I'm trying to look at things because I've always said if this man was around in my adolescent years, I probably would have became an astrophysicist and I wouldn't be doing this shit that you see right now. Neil deGrasse Tyson is to me he is Spock. He is Spock on a level that just trips me out because they had a really good conversation about religion, about God, about the afterlife, about creation. And there was at one point many Catholics I have this feeling. I know I went through it. There is a mass tragedy that happens, and we start to question it. We start to question life. We start to question God. We start to question everything. If God is loving, why did he not protect the children at least
What was he
who were
doing in
killed?
slavery?
I have an answer for that.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson said it perfectly. If a plane crashed, he asked, what is the right religion? What is the true religion? Is it Catholicism? Is it Judaism? Is it Islam? What is it? Is it Protestant? Is it Mormon? I think the South Park guys got it right. It's Mormon from the episode of South Park, which was hilarious.
What about
Um,
oh fuck, I forgot the name of that fucking
the, the
comedy tour
oldest.
group from way back
Oh,
in
I
the
don't
day
know.
in the 70s where they also said the Mormons got it right.
Oh, okay. Well, not Monty Python. Was that the Monty
Yes.
Python? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, what you call it? Hindu is the oldest religion that is documented to man. It outdates them all. It's the oldest. Are they right? We don't know. But he caught that. He said if a plane went down and all the Catholics survived, then that would tell you what's the true one.
It ain't
Because
Catholicism
it ain't Catholicism.
because he didn't bring
He
them
said
home.
you didn't bring exactly. You didn't bring them home to their parents and to their loved ones and all of that. Everybody went. So he goes on and look, I'm saying this. I don't care if you get mad. No, I actually don't. Don't take this to heart as I say this. But I loved how he brought it and he just drove it home. And I hope I'm getting this right because I segue and I'm trying to get back to it. The biggest situation of it all is man created religion because at the concept of death, there is nothing. And when you come to that realization that there is nothing after what we do here on this earth, there is fear, there is anger, there is no, it can't just be this. So there is a creation of a higher being, of a higher place, of an afterlife. And he said,
Get
even in
out.
looking in the Bible, when you read that passage that God created us in
Go.
our in its his, because it was written by men, his
Mm-hmm.
own image and likeness, there is a almost an egotistical, narcissistic viewpoint of us in the larger picture of creation.
Mm-hmm.
That God looked, that God was like, it don't end here. That it was also narcissistic to say, I look like God, or God said, I want you to look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gives us almost like a God complex. So I'm listening to it and look, it's not making me sit there and go, you know what? Fuck religion. No, not at all.
I'm saying it.
Because, I mean, you can.
My God is an awesome God. He reigns from wisdom above with
But
But
it's
wisdom,
Rick Ross told me
power,
that God
and love.
forgives,
His
and I
God is
don't.
an awesome
but
God.
it's the moral superiority of organized religion that makes me hate organized religion. You are better than me, even though you suck, you fuck, you do drugs, you touch little kids, everybody in your group. But because you say you believe in this one individual, you're better than me, even though we do the same shit. You don't know me. You don't know if you're better, but
Right.
it's that's why I don't like organized religion, because it pumps out
Mm-hmm.
groups of people who just think they're better than everyone else because they go to church on Sunday. So they can go to the club on Saturday and they go to the club on Friday
Yes.
and they can fuck
My grand
everybody they want to. And they can be on their knees on
As
Saturday
long as
night
you
and on their
pray for
knees on Sunday
forgiveness,
morning. That.
Hey,
you get absolved.
But because
you
I
could be
don't
on your
go.
knees blowing you could be on your
Right.
knees blowing Julio on Saturday,
Right.
but you better be
Exactly.
on your knees on Sunday
Right.
praising the Lord.
Exactly.
And
That makes you
but
better than
again,
me. But how?
but it also, I think though, Britt, it also does come to the point of we are not perfect. That's one thing I do kind of agree with the fact that if you can have that conversation with the creator and say, okay, look, I know you made me within your image and likeness, but
Mhm.
I am not you. I am not perfect. I am not
Mhm.
the son that you sacrificed upon the world to cleanse our original sin or whatever sins you wanted to get rid of. I am but a human being. I
Cool.
think it's almost like a
But
spiritual therapy.
then keep it to yourself. You
Yeah.
can, I don't give a shit if you think Bob on the corner is the second coming or whatever, or that dog sitting over there is the true creator of the world. Cool. I don't care. Believe whatever you believe. If it helps you be a better person and treat people with respect, good for
But it
you.
doesn't.
I don't have to
Yeah.
believe it. I don't have to
It
hear
doesn't
about it.
because we have Christian nationals who are
No, no,
just
Right.
I
white
understand.
supremacists.
Fundamentalists.
But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
and they're Christian
keep it
fundamentalists.
to yourself. It
But it's
should
not
not
being
Well,
kept to
interfere.
but
themselves.
you know
No, I
what?
know it's
It's
not.
To
interfering in our
yourself,
No, I know
because
government.
that.
too many of them think that they are supposed to be out here spreading the word of God.
Exactly.
Like
Because
those
Manifest
that's
destiny.
part of the religion. You have to spread the
correct.
gospel.
Yeah.
I went
Those
to a
monks
church
are
like that.
walking, those monks are walking across the US for peace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
There have been a couple of churches that have called the police on them, and then there was a set of supposed church goers led by a black man of all things that stood in
Hmm.
those monks' faces and screamed about them not knowing Jesus. You
Again,
stood in monks' faces that are
The
walking
God.
for peace and screamed at them about not knowing Jesus. And I was like, is this really what we have become? Because so many of them have interpreted the Bible into what they think that it originally was. And oh, well, because the Discord, and take it back to the Discord is what started all of this. I was told in the Discord, it started with the fact that somebody put up a meme of like the screen tapping, somebody tapping the Bible on the
hmm,
screen and like, oh my God, I can't just, you freaky for something. And it was like, oh, get the Bible. I said, y'all already know how I feel about that book of fairy tales. I said, I will do what I want next to that book, near that book, on top of that book, sitting with that book. It is a book. Now, if you want to use the Bible as your sense of morals, by all means, do it. But at the end of the day, that's a book that's been written, rewritten, 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 and rewritten thousands of times by man, flawed man. And then I was told, well, it's the word of God. Says who? You believe that, and that's great that you have a higher belief system because everybody has a higher belief. Whether you're religious
hmm.
or spiritual, you have some sort of higher belief system, regardless of if you are in an organized religion or you're non denomination, regardless of if you are in an organized religion or you are a spiritualist. You believe in some sort of higher something, unless you're just an atheist or whatever.
Right.
And I say that to say the discussion in the Discord started to go kind of left when I said what I said about the Bible, which I have a plethora of Bibles and have read them. And it's like, and then I said, it's amazing to me because it was something about what you believe or what you don't. And I said, well, y'all believe that your sky daddy stood upon high and watched things like the Holocaust and watched things like the civil rights and watched things like the Atlantic slave trade happen and did nothing. He watched the firstborns of Egypt get killed. He watched women get stoned. He watched all of these things and nothing came from it. Nothing came from fruition for it. And it was all done in his name. Was it not? Because if you think back of a lot of atrocities that have happened, they have been done in the name of God, a higher power, and in some sense, Jesus. Yahweh, Muhammad, Allah, whatever name that you want to call him, those atrocities were done in his name.
The Holy
And I only say
Crusades.
his because, we got to give it a him, he, they. But was like, Sky Daddy, yes, Sky Daddy. And so I said, well, why don't you say Sky Father? I said, do you think that it was fatherly? Do you find that those were fatherly attributes that were attributed to the person that you believe sits on high? I said he knocked up an underage girl that was already with somebody else, had her have a baby in a manger, poor as shit, around a bunch of animals, and then watched as she raised said child. Where are we getting? I'm getting baby daddy out of
That was
this.
about, I'm getting baby daddy
I'm
vibes.
I'm
I'm
getting
not.
deadbeat baby daddy.
I'm not
Right
seeing
at that.
fatherly vibes.
I'm sorry, you just said something and it triggered that video of the Jamaican Joseph and Jamaican Mary. Who's the
Oh
papa
yes.
the picnic,
Who is the
Mary?
papa?
Who's the
Yeah.
papa the picnic?
But
I
Me
I'm like,
pregnant with God the baby.
you
Who is
can't.
about the Mary?
And it was, well, I have a personal relationship about God, so I feel some type of way about what you said, or I just find it gross that you said what you said. And I was like, I understand that. And I even told those people, if this offends you, okay. Well, I
Hmm.
I wouldn't use that term, then don't. Because it's not your term to use. You don't
Right.
have to use that term if you choose not to. I said, but do I believe in a higher power? Yes, I do. Was I raised Catholic? Yes, I was. Do I find the Catholic religion to have aspects that are very beautiful? In fact, I do. But do I also know that the Catholic religion has made some of the worst atrocities that we have ever known? Yes, I do. So I cannot fully say that I am just some religious person who is going to wholeheartedly believe in everything because one, I don't follow everything that that Bible says. I am wearing mixed fabrics as we speak. I think these Hogwarts pants are polyester, nigga.
Mixed
You going
fibers
to
will send you
you
straight
going
to
I
to hell.
hell.
I
Straight
am
to
about to
hell.
eat half a pig, an eighth of a cow, and probably some fish that I should not partake of in about I don't know, an hour once this pot is done boiling. Have I had premarital sex? Yes, meet my two children. Two of them were before the marriage happened. So I am not going to ever look down my nose because I'm like, oh, I'm religious and I don't like what you said. You do you. I will do me. We may meet in the middle, but then again, we may not. But what you're not going to do is l- try to make me feel some type of way because I use terminology that you did not like or
That
that you don't deem
triggers you.
appropriate or that triggers you, correct? Because there are a whole lot of things that church folks have done and said that have triggered the fuck out of me and have triggered the fuck out of a lot of people. Because you can't tell me the Klan was burning crosses simply because they wanted to light your life up with hope and possibility. They
No.
chose a cross for a reason.
I have a
Okay?
question.
So that
Oh,
whole
come on.
discord kind of went one way and it kind of made me start thinking about some things. And that's why I brought that that question to Anthony. But your religion is your religion. Depending on what you do and what you say is dependent on how you grew up and your traditions and whatnot. Like in the Discord, it was like, well, Catholicism isn't Christianity. Since
Yes,
when?
it is. It's what starts
Since
the whole game.
it is
If you
literally
actually,
the top of the
yes.
Christianity umbrella.
It
And
sure
here's
the
the
shit
funny thing.
is.
In the Bible, they don't even say Christianity. It is the
Correct.
Nope.
Catholicism.
Followers.
Peter
Right.
Correct.
builds the church upon Catholicism. That is it. Game over. But again, these are the folks who wrote the book. So somebody had to roll the dice and say, hey, we coming in. Now, if you think about it, Catholicism, Christianity, even don't be mad, Islam, Muslim, they all come from the root of Judaism. Don't get
Correct.
mad.
They
It's just
do.
what it is.
That's a
It's just what
fact.
it
They
is.
pray to a God. They may not believe in Jesus and they may have a different name, the
They believe
Mohammeds
in
and the
Jesus.
Yuas, and
They just
but they don't
they just
believe he
don't think of
yes,
him
they
as
don't
the
They
son
believe
of
believe
he's
he's a
the
God.
son of
God.
prophet,
God.
not the son of God.
Correct.
I
And that
Right.
Correct.
Muhammad, I know for
right.
Islam, I think it's what Muhammad is supposed to recognize Jesus and say, hey, y'all could listen to him.
Right.
But in
Hmm.
Judaism, it's like, boy, you know good and damn well you are not Yahweh's child. You don't even look like him. I saw your daddy. You don't look like him.
But I have a
We been to the
question,
lunch.
and this is a
Hmm.
question for our listeners as well. And this includes my atheist son. The kindest, most righteous people I have ever met that will take the shirt off their back and mean it with nothing in return. The people who will listen to you talk about your religion and your beliefs. The people who will sit
Hmm.
there and just bow their heads at your table, even though they don't believe, the are atheists. Can someone explain to me how an atheist can be kinder than a Christian? How an atheist
Because they're
can
not. Oh, go ahead.
actually follow a moral compass that is not based upon a scary place, because a lot of times people are only good because they're afraid of going to hell, but atheists are good for being good, just for goodness sake. So how can you tell me that you believing in a entity on high makes you a better person when your actions show none of that? And I say this as someone who talks to God on a daily fucking basis. But that is my relationship. However,
You
I
remember
want
the
it to
song
be.
Onward Christian Soldier?
Right. But do you see what I'm
Wars.
saying?
Like you
But
said.
how can you explain it to me in a way where I'm going to agree with you?
Hmm. They're not trapped within the in dogmatic code. They don't
Right.
have to follow a dogma. If it feels right, you do it. I'm not saying no, let me I hope I said that correctly. If you get a good feeling about helping a person because your moral code goes, that
Right.
person's hurting, help them, and you just do it,
Right.
Mhm.
you keep it moving. The reason they bow their heads is because out of respect of your home.
My son
Because
does all of
they
those
have,
things.
yeah, it's
He
out of
won't,
respect of the
yeah,
home.
he won't argue
I'm not
your
gonna,
religion. He
yeah.
won't argue your beliefs. He will bow his head. He will keep his eyes closed
It
while
is
you
not.
pray. He will never talk you out of what you believe.
Most atheists feel they do not have to argue over something that don't exist.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a
It's not.
fairy
It's
tale
not
to
a
them.
need for an
So
argument. And
they're
I'm not
like,
talking.
why
Oh, I'm
would I
sorry, Ray.
even why would I even care to get into this combative argument with this
Yeah,
person when this is a fairy tale
But
that they're
that's the
believing in?
energy that Christians and whatever you call yourself need to bring. All the ones who are in people's face, bring that same energy. If you believe that deeply,
hmm
keep it to yourself.
but they do. You have
But
those. You
but the
have those that
religion
will.
itself, the
Right.
indoctrination of the humans that are believing in this religion itself says that you have to spread the gospel.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
went to
It's
one of
in
those
all
churches.
major Christian religions.
I
You
went
have
to
to
the
spread the
Church of
Well,
gospel.
Christ, which is considered a cult. And I'm going to say it again. The Church of Christ is considered a cult. And we would, about 4 days out of the week, you had to be at your church or somebody's house. And what you were supposed to do was you had to take 2 to 3 hours a day and a certain amount of numbers and phone numbers. These people you were supposed to bring to church, and you had to bring that total and that list on Wednesdays, I think Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Mondays. And you had to show your leader that you were doing the work, that you brought
hmm
bodies. And if you didn't, you were shamed. If you didn't show up to functions, you were shamed. It was a literal cult. And I remember that.
Yeah.
well,
But
as long as they
that's,
don't have you walking down the street naked and yelling shame.
oh,
I'm
I'm
sorry,
amazed
Game
they
of
haven't.
Thrones.
But that's what I'm
But
saying is
oh, go ahead.
it's the cult like behavior that turns me off from organized religion. It's the moral
Mhm.
superiority when there is none to be had. It is the
Right.
right. It's that. You can't tell me
I
any of that.
turned away from I turned away from my church, my family's church who founded the church. I turned away from them because of their anti-LGBTQIA stance.
Mhm.
And I thought that they were super hypocritical. I thought that this was supposed to be a church of loving everybody, that God makes no mistakes except for the LGBTQIA community? Question mark. So I turned away from them because I felt like they did not represent me and they didn't represent my walk with Christ.
Mhm.
And this is when I
My
had a
phone's
walk
gonna
with
die.
Christ. I don't know
Yeah,
where that walk is now.
you can't tell me that Jesus said love your brothers, love your sisters, and it had no that there was no like little addendums. There wasn't an asterisk unless they're gay,
Right.
unless they're black, unless they're white, unless they're poor. Blah, blah.
Exactly.
It didn't come with restrictions. That love was
Mhm.
supposed to be out there for all.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
the bottom line of it is if Jesus came back today looking like Jesus is supposed to look the way he was portrayed in
ISIS
the
And
picking up his
Bible,
ass
believing
and
what he believes.
deporting
ISIS
him.
picking his ass up
Absolutely.
and deporting him and putting him in a detention center and put him in alligator
I
Alcatraz.
thought you was going to say Allegheny. I'm like, girl, you in Philadelphia? But
I believe
yeah, but
organized religion says, let me love you with my condemnation.
okay. I was like, wait, a condemnation. Wait, Trojan is sponsoring
No.
this? No,
Condemnation?
condemnation.
Right.
Got you.
But let me
Because
love
the
you
way
with
you
my
said it, you
condemnation.
paused.
Right. It's
Well,
just,
it's
I'm
about
going to make you lower than me so you'll never question what I say or do, and you will always be striving for my approval.
It's a
It's
Ponzi scheme.
yeah,
Yes.
Catholicism kind of reigned on flagellation.
I thought
You
you were
remember
going to
that?
say
You know what that is?
flatulence. Yep.
Well, that would be the Church of Britt. But no, it is about self pain. It is about being basically punishing yourself for being
Born.
A
unclean,
human.
Being
for yeah, for
born.
being human. And my biggest thing is that I don't even like the term God fearing. Why should I fear something that is supposed to be beautiful that helped put me on this planet?
Right.
Why is that? And it's the whole thing of no, God fearing means you must fear the moment you hurt God's feelings, and it God
Well,
turns
that's
its back on
fragile.
you.
So you're telling
And
me
I'm
an
like,
Right.
all omnipotent being has a fragile ego? And they
Yes,
say
I would
that
look at it
all the
like this.
time.
he's written that
You
way.
saw it coming. You saw it coming. So you mad for shit you already knew.
Right. You know I'm going to
But
behave like this.
was it yeah, you knew what you
Well, and
made
so
when you made it.
that was a question that I posed, and I think I told Britt, but I was telling it to somebody else. I'm like, so Satan, Lucifer, whatever name that you want to use, was supposed to be a fallen angel, correct?
Hmm.
Now he presides
Mhm.
over what we consider to be hell and
Right.
all for intents and purposes, eternal damnation. Lucifer fell from grace because he disobeyed God. God, in turn, has made humans in his image, but he has also given us free will. In
Hmm.
that
Mhm.
free will, we are allowed to make mistakes, do the good, do the bad, do the indifferent, correct?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So why is it that when we disobey, we get sent to supposedly Lucifer, and Lucifer, who also disobeyed God, is now that one that is punishing us for doing the same shit that he did?
No, that's
Why
Right.
am
Club
I
Med down
being
there.
right? Why am I supposedly now being punished for doing what you in turn did and having free will that was given unto me to have said free will? Was this
Mhm.
not given to me? So
Right.
why is it a problem when I partake of my free will? And then get the church, some church telling me in the back of my mind, well, you've partaken of your free will, now you will be sent to eternal damnation, now you will be
Mhm.
sent to the fire and the brimstone of um
Hades, the seventh
yeah, of
level,
the
the
fucking, what's
inferno.
the Old Testament. We're going to get the fire and the brimstone from the Old Testament now,
The
Yeah.
fiery
because
pits of hell.
I have chosen to partake of my free will.
Unless you repent.
Right.
And
That's all you
repentance,
have to do.
to me,
That's all
It's
you
I'm
have
just
to
like,
saying
do.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
repentance
I didn't mean
is,
to do it.
so if you keep doing it, but you keep saying I'm sorry, is that not, what
Hallelujah!
is the first rule of a motherfucker doing you wrong? Bitch, I need to see some changed behavior, not just
Right.
lip
Right.
fool me
service.
once,
Right.
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
And that's what has become with, that's what seems to have become of just religious orders in general. Because I'm not just going to blame Christianity, because we've seen it amongst a whole
Hmm.
a plethora of other religious sects,
Right.
is that we will do what we do. Maybe sometimes we'll do it in the name of our God, and then we will come back and later on when shit has hit the fan and be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
And then in
Right.
60 years, we will repeat those same atrocities in some way, shape, or fucking
60
form
years.
and come back and
60
say,
years.
oh, I'm sorry
60
again.
seconds.
Uh,
Ain't no years
how do we
needed.
have, I live in a red state. I live in a blue city within a red state. Within
Hmm.
that blue city, within that red state, we have a governor who, we set up a bipartisan bill that went 100% passed through the Texas legislation. We will feed children in the summertime.
Mm.
Passed.
Hmm.
100% bipartisan vote. The Republicans wanted it, the Democrats wanted it, the independents wanted it. Yes, let's feed these babies in the summertime. My governor, who I shouldn't say my governor because I didn't vote for that crippled bastard, then looked at that bill and said, nah,
No.
I don't want to feed children in the summer. Veto. And he vetoed that bill. And
Mm.
now we are back to square one about trying to get free and reduced price lunch for children in the summertime. And now it's going by
Mm.
district by district by district instead of being a statewide thing. Because my
Wow.
Christian governor said, no, 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 let's veto these children eating in the summertime. Because God forbid one kid that maybe isn't quite poor enough
Right.
might end up with that little bag of fruit roll-ups and those Cheetos. We can't have
Right.
that.
That
Mhm.
So
okay.
I'm going to veto that, but I'm going to do it in the name of being a strict Christian governor.
I want to say one thing right quick. Hold on one second, Britt. Um, y'all do remember, and we got to start wrapping up.
Oh yeah, my
And
phone's
Britt,
dying
you'll
by
have
the
the
way.
last word on it. Um, y'all do remember the situation when we, the federal government was ready to cut off WIC, SNAP
Mhm.
benefits. Everything was
Mhm.
gone. We're shutting it off. You're not going to get anything.
Mhm.
There was a woman who wanted to test the waters to see who could help her once her SNAP benefits disappear. Now,
Oh, the lady who was calling the
calling the
churches?
churches,
Yes.
and the churches in it was many of
A
the, I don't want
mosque
to,
helped her.
a mosque helped her. Well, the churches she called were churches that were in the neighborhood that she
Yeah.
knew of. Now, yes, they were white, pretty much white dominant churches. You
Right.
know, there's a pastor, Pastor Jimmy, whatever. And they
Mhm.
all said they couldn't help her. They couldn't help her with diapers. They couldn't help her with food. They couldn't help her with formula.
Right.
She calls a mosque. A mosque said, yes, we can help you. Come
Mhm.
by, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
A black church, I don't know if it was an AME church, but it was a black church, said, we have a pantry. Come get your stuff. We're willing,
Mhm.
we're happy to help you. And the last church that helped her, that were more than willing to deliver as well,
Mhm.
was the Church of Satan.
And I believe it because if you actually look, no. If you look at the tenets of Satanism, it's not what you think it is. And I say this because my middle daughter did a paper in high school of Christianity versus Satanism. And
Mm-hmm.
Satanism is literally about, yes, doing what feels good, but it's not about going and murdering people and killing small animals and all of
Right.
that shit. That's some bullshit that people made up.
It's about
They are
living life.
It's about living life to its fullest.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But again, they
I
just
was good.
need better branding.
I was gonna say that, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say because you brought this up. Years and years and years ago, when my kids were in middle school and my oldest was in high school, um, my car broke down. It was the only way I could get to work. I worked like 20 miles away. And so
Mm-hmm.
I went to my church, not just any place, my church, the church I took my kids to every Sunday. They at first didn't want to help me. Then they were willing to help me a little bit with a couple $100, but I was to never ask again.
Wow.
Mm.
Like that is a church that prides itself at that time on 10% tithing, wealthy,
Mhm.
churchgoers. We're here for the
Mm-hmm.
people, but when they were called out for it, because I could never afford to give any money, I swear to God they knew it. That's why they
Mhm.
didn't want to
Oh,
help my
oh,
ass.
of course they know. They know who doesn't give money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm at
There's
20%
cameras in
power.
those churches.
So
All right. Well, with that being said, you've heard Tept. We'll do it next week. So
yes,
hold on to your
I heard
topic.
that all the
Um,
time.
I have a quick
exactly.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before we're gonna end it like this, I believe it was George Carlin who said it. I can't remember
I
the
love George
comedian, but he
Carlin. I
said
loved
when it
him.
comes to that
Yeah.
that this is how you know things. I'll just say it like this: if one person believes it, it's lunacy. But when the masses believe it, it's religion.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. So,
Mhm.
to the person who said it, that I quote, I hope I quoted it exactly. If not, you may be gone in the afterlife. Enjoy your afterlife. Don't try to sue me. All right. Before we wrap this up, we're going to have a quick
And bye,
question of the
Helaine.
pod given to us by She Went Cook. Um,
There
there
she
she
is.
is. By that beautiful red sunshine, Miss Aurora.
Oh,
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. Helaine, are you coming back for the question?
She can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right. The question this week is if your friendship group was famous, who would get canceled first?
Okay, well.
All right, let's go
Nigga,
with Britt.
And there you go. You are my friendship group. And the
Mhm.
first person to get canceled would be Helaine. Or Araya, it's
Oh
a close
wow.
second. Helaine would know what she
Me?
said. Araya would accidentally say some shit and then
Moi?
wonder how that happened.
Pourquoi?
How I got canceled.
Yep.
What did I say? I don't even know what to do with my face. Why are you on me?
Anthony?
Wow. Wait, so it has to be within us in this friend
No,
group?
just your
Or just
friend
if
In
I
your
had a
in
friend
your
group?
friendship group. If you have another friendship group that we don't know about, that's fine.
She
Oh
said
wow.
that we don't
We'll be
know
jealous. We'll be jealous, but whatever. Say what
Who
you
would be
want. Who'll be
well, if I have
canceled?
to go with the best friends, it'd be between no, it would probably be me. Melissa would be thrown into a gulag because she's highly political and she don't know when to stop. But I would
about.
say something that would piss the world off and they'd be like, all right, you know. Yeah, I think that's basically yeah, it would be me. I would be the one to be canceled. They I'm serious. They would look at me, they would put me on trial and go,
That nigga is guilty.
and I would be canceled. And that would be it. So yeah, it would be me.
Okay. Helene?
Nigga, Britt.
The way she said it, Britt.
Like
I
She's
have
seriously.
going,
to I have to concur. I think Britt will be
Stand
canceled.
up.
oh, yeah, game
There
over.
you
That
go.
that
Okay.
right there.
Well, right there, just harassing us with those large, vivacious breasts, as well as that very demeaning image on your shirt of a savage being treated as a savage.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yes, as it should be, but okay.
Yes. All right. Well,
Shh.
hey, let's hear that question one more time because it goes to our viewers. Please, we'd love to hear your answer. So, Rhea, one more time with the question.
Holy shit.
If your friendship group was famous, who would get canceled first?
That's it. That's all.
That's
Let us
it.
know. Put it in the comments and we'll read it on a future episode of Talking Ish. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. We are done. Hopefully, this may not get us canceled or anything crazy.
If we haven't been
But I do
canceled
have
yet,
But I do have a feeling the Jehovah Witnesses are going to come in lockstep, ready for war.
That's the biggest cult there is.
Mm-hmm.
no
Gang
Mormons.
Besides
Mormons.
Besides the Mormons.
Thank you.
They're the only two that
Yeah.
make you hide in your
No,
own
what
house.
about the Scientology people?
Nah,
Oh
That's a cult,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
nah.
They're not as big though.
Word up to Xenu. Fly straight, my brother. But that is it. That is all. We are wrapping it up. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, please, if you are watching, if this is your first time, thank you. Hey, hit that subscribe button. It'll only take a second, maybe less than a second. Leave a blue thumbs up because blue thumbs are always cool. And hit that bell and turn your notifications to all so you'll be notified when new episodes have dropped and you can sit and watch them. Also, hey, sharing is caring. Share this episode. I don't know. I say this episode, you might share it to your aunt who goes to Joel Oilsheen's church,
Not the
and
Oilsheen.
things might happen, and she might
I'm
get
just going to tell you,
excommunicated.
she wouldn't listen. She would immediately, no, never. No.
Well, just send it and say, "Hey, Donnie McClurkin is saying the good word." She'll watch it.
Never
Ooh.
would have made it.
Oh, and then lock the doors and tell her
Never
she
could
can't
have
stop
made it
until she hit an
without
old episode, and you need $40,000 in tithes.
There you go.
She'd give it. She'd give it. But anyway, folks, thank you all so much for checking us out. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoy past episodes. You can always go on our YouTube channel, on Spotify, on Apple Pod, and listen and watch past episodes. Yes, they are of the time they were made, but I guarantee you, whatever you heard back then is the same madness that's going on now. So it is current. So for that beautiful ray of sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson. For that yawning hotep herself, Miss Britt Williams, the slightly annoyed mixed chick. And for Miss Coretta with the Beretta, Miss Helaine Ferragano.
Okay.
Bang, bang. I am Anthony Sterling saying, if you are out in them streets, please be good. And if you can't be good, be careful. Until next time, bye.
Bye.
See you later, nigga.